Good morning, chat room. Good morning, chat room. Good morning. MIDOFFS is over. MIDOFFS is gone. Where did she go? I miss her already. MIDOFFS, you will always be famous. But, you know what happens? After a MIDOFFS, you get an exclusive Lewis Fulham No Stupid Questions stream. Rare moments. No such thing as a stupid question. Today and today only. If you say a stupid question tomorrow, then you're a brick. But if you say a stupid question today, it's okay. It's okay, gorgeous. Let me explain. Okay? I'm gonna be a good teacher today. I'm in a teaching mood. Right? If Pangy asked me a stupid question this week, that's fine. It's okay. If Roz asked me a stupid question this week, it's okay. It's alright. This is why we do this. So, no such thing as a stupid question. Today only. I have a question at Fulham. How are you diamond in ranked? So, Garfield. First and foremost, I don't forfeit. Let's have a little bit of research. Neither do you. That's fantastic. Secondly, I have an average that is significantly below 15 minutes. No, okay, truthfully, to actually try and answer your question, Ogar, the way that I'm diamond is I am consistent and I don't die that often. If you compare my death rate to other diamond level players' death rates, I die less. I'm slower on average than most of the diamond players, but I die less. And that is how you climb up to like top 100 / at least low diamond. As long as you're dying less than your opposition, it doesn't matter. Like, we're like, and that is more true the lower down the scale you are. If you're in gold, don't die, you'll rank up. And don't forfeit, more importantly. Even if you do die, don't forfeit. But genuinely, not dying is arguably like top 1 most important thing in ranked up until you get to like Diamond 2. Then it's like, okay, now not only do you not have to die, you have to be substantially like fast as well. Otherwise, it's like speed is almost like second nature. It's like not dying. No chat bullying. What the fuck's even the point? Hey. I'm only not chat bullying if you ask a stupid question. If you say a stupid statement, then maybe you might still get bullied. Numbers go above 100. We all know that ain't true, though. Is there a bag policy for LFI? No, not really. But security might ask to, like, do a quick bag check. And if it's full of money, I'm taking it. But no, like, as long as you're not stupid, then no. I'm not going to, like, stop people from bringing, like, rucksacks or whatever. But we might, we might take a quick look and double check you're not bringing in, like, a fucking, 37 tins of canned tomatoes to throw at the at the players. You know what I mean? Like, just to double check, make sure that everything's okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course. That's, like, I'm sure that's absolutely fine. We'll just, like, we'll probably need to double check any bags that aren't, like, Well, actually, all bags. We'll probably just double check all bags. Just quick peek, double check that everything's chill, and then it'll be fine. Where does a statement cross the line to being a question? Does it have to end in a question mark? Does it have to pose an answer to it? Is this genuinely stupid semantics to what go into a question? Yes, that is a stupid question, but I can't judge you for it. Hax needs to bring in 1 kilogram of broccoli. I'm excited to see that, bro. Oh, I've got my wrong playlist on. No, do I? No, I don't. I don't, actually. Is broccoli like Fent for MCSR rank players? Oh my god, funny screenshot from today. Funny screenshot moment from today. Made myself a nice little, nice little sub for lunch. Curry goes, that is a lot of vegetables. 2. 2. That's it. It's just 2 vegetables. It's a big amount of them? Well, yeah. Like, it's so stupid. Like, why would you not fill your sandwich up? It's just lettuce and pepper. This stuff at the top that's red, like some of it's pepper, but it's salami. I've got it's like salami at the top, salami at the bottom, and then peppers, and then cheese, and then lettuce in the middle, and then garlic sauce. Mwah. So maybe he thought this was like all that. You know what? If he glanced at it and thought that's just a vegetable sandwich, I can understand the reply. If he thought this was a vegetable sandwich, I kind of get the reply. I can see that now. From this point of view, I can see, okay, actually, this could seem like there's just only vegetables in it. But no, there's 10 salami slices in here. 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom. You can't see the bottom bits. Makes it more understandable. But no, there's only bell pepper. It's red pepper and lettuce. Did you cut it in half to eat it? No, I demolished this. This is a 2-hander. Ow. Chat's still not on screen. Oh, it's not on the React screen. Yes, thank you. I'll put that back in a mo. That is spilling all over the place. Only some of the lettuce fell out. Nothing else fell out. It was just some of the lettuce. And like, clearly that's like a balancing act of me like overfilling it. And there's something to learn there, I think. And that is like, maybe I overfilled it with a little bit too much lettuce. But like, what am I meant to do? Because I take 1 leaf off of the gem lettuce. And if I chop up 1 leaf, too little. If I chop up 2 leaves, too much. And it's like, well, I'd rather have too much and then some fall out versus too little and then it feels bland or like not crunchy. It hasn't got that crunch flavor. And I'm not going to pull 1 leaf off and then do half a leaf off of a lettuce head, you know? Well, now I want Subway for lunch. That's what I was feeling all week. I really wanted a Subway for lunch. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make it myself. And I made it myself and bang, bro. It's actually tech. It's fully tech, bro. It's actually fully tech. Okay. I probably missed a couple of stupid questions. So if you want to resend them, please do. I should have made like a, like a channel point redeem so that then they'd pop up and I can find them easily, but what's my Subway order? It's a BMT, cheese, lettuce, pepper, sweet corn, and garlic sauce. Basically what I made today, except with 2 more different types of salami. Like it's salami, pepperoni, and ham, and then melted cheese over the top. Alternatively, I really like a meatball marinara as well. So on hearty Italian 12-inch. So hearty Italian 12-inch, meatball marinara, cheese, lettuce, peppers, sweet corn. And if I'm pushing the boat out, I'll go like red onion and then garlic sauce on the BMT, not on the meatball marinara. What's the best way to break bad habits in speedruns? I am probably not the best person to ask about this because I still have a lot of bad habits in my speedruns. Specifically, I'm not a full hotkey user. I scroll occasionally. For example, for my 0 setups, I scroll from my 5th to my 4th hotkey, which is just something that's like inbuilt in my muscle memory. Bad habit. Very bad habit. The only way you can really get over it is like force yourself to make a change and keep noticing it whenever you can. For example, if your bad habit is scrolling, turn your scroll sense to 0 and just like don't like the scroll wheel now does nothing. And you'll lose, you'll die, you'll suck. And then 3 days later, you'll be back to normal, except you've built new, like building that new muscle memory is like tough. Is it worth trying to learn speedrunning on my Apple laptop? It's going to be hard, but also learning speedrunning is not that hard. It's just the fact that your mechanics will be bad on an Apple laptop. I was a laptop gamer for 2 years. For the first 2 years of my speed, when I got #1 UK, top 10 in the world, I was on a laptop. So it's very possible, without a shadow of a doubt. But don't be trying to do up trackpad gaming, bro. You're not Flaxy B. You're not Flaxy B. Do not do that. That just puts yourself through a whole world of hurt. And to be fair, Apple compatibility with like everything to do with like MCSR is like a little bit more clunky. It's basically possible now, but it's clunkier. But yeah, if you want to, why not? There's no downside. I've never had a Subway. Should I tap in? Hell yeah, I love Subways. I have a question. What's your favorite event to play in? Honestly, I'm not a massive fan of events like minigame server events stuff. Mostly because I'm not a top event player. And as much as I know, I have a core audience and there are people watching me for me. Like, people don't watch my ranked streams to watch a #1 ranked player. They watch to watch me. If they wanted to watch #1 ranked player, they'd go watch V-Strid, Beef Salad, Raul, Hacks, Mungie. And more, sometimes, I mean, you have like the multi-screens, like the 2 tabs or whatever. However, in reality, for events, that's a lot more hard. That's a lot more difficult. To handle multiple streams at once. But also, secondly, because loads of people are live at the same time, you have a plethora of amazing Minecraft players that are usually in those events. And that has made me very much not enjoy events recently. And I could have had the opposite idea where it was like, oh, I'm going to grind really hard for events now and like try and become the best. That's just not really me. It's just not really me. It's not something I'm interested in. I don't want to be the #1 event player in the world. It doesn't interest me. I don't really care. So, yeah, events have definitely taken a back seat this year. Ever since Pandora's Box 15, 17, whenever it was, December last year, I've played in 3 events this year, something like that. Like, Block Wars Tubathon. Then, like, MCC Twitch Rivals. Flower Frenzy. I mean, if you count MIDOFFS. Like, I enjoy MCC. But, yeah, I just feel like in the truthfully, I like events less because I think I like streaming more than I like the event. And streaming is less fun when I'm in an event. Hope that kind of like sums up that question. Yeah. I probably missed a lot. If you were to play in MIDOFFS, who would you want as your coach? Probably like, if I could have Curry for 5 days, that'd be great. I'd like probably like 11T. I think 11T has been my best person that I've learnt from. Lots of the new gen MCSR players, like the whether you've been in MCSR for 2 years or 2 days, you probably won't know 11T super well, but 11T Billion is a like core MCSR member who came up with a lot of strategies. I find his explanation style insanely intuitive, and he works in a very similar way to me. We both have degrees in engineering, so we probably both have similar brains in that capacity. And the way he explained zero cycles to me when I first learnt them was great. He was the first person to teach me how to zero, so I would say 11 to billion. He's been very busy this week. He would have not been a very good MIDOFFS coach because I very much hope he is very far away on a honeymoon somewhere because yeah, he got married on Sunday. So or last Sunday. That's why Silver wasn't available for the first couple of days. That's why everyone was in Curryway's room for the first couple of days. W11T, we love 11T William. Scrolling down, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Trying to find questions. What are your keybinds? Exclamation mark keybinds. If you want more than that, here, 1 second. Fulham hotkey. Fuck. Spreadsheets. Tell me I'll let you run away. Here. There you go. These are my keybinds. My mouse has 2 buttons on the mouse here, and then 2 buttons on the side as well. I don't use the side buttons. I use the mouse buttons because my finger is more naturally rested there. I know this is crazy. I only use my thumb for jump. I don't use my thumb for V. I don't use anything else. I'm very 4-finger dominant, as you can see by the majority of green on here. The only difference is 2 and 3. Oh, I apologize. This is very bad, though. I would recommend that you just do whatever feels natural based on your finger layout. But obviously, you want to have your hotkeys mostly on this side. Part of me is very tempted to move my 6 down to here, to Z, because I don't use Z at all. I don't know how. I guess I'd have to use my 4th, like my ring finger, and that's really awkward to like tuck it under there. But I'm tempted to move R down here and then 5 over here. I'm not sure about that though. It's a work in progress still. My keybinds aren't guaranteed. Are you ready for LFI? Absolutely fucking not. Oh, sorry, I've got my window open. That's why my there we go. That's why my face looks so washed out there. Absolutely not. LFI is so underprepared. I am immensely underprepared and underplanned and underknowledged, and everything will probably go wrong. Please don't kill me if everything goes wrong. We will find a way to make it work, and it will be enjoyable for everyone involved. But as of right now, I'm scared. I'm so fucking scared. Scrolling down. Hold on. Aren't there 9 keys? Oh, yeah, it's 1 to 5, then RXCV. How do I phrase the email to my coworkers explaining that I'm going to be gone for a week so that I can watch the biggest MCSR LAN event ever? Ask ChatGPT. I'm joking. Joking. Joke. I couldn't even finish it all. I couldn't even finish the sentence because I wanted to... yeah, I couldn't even finish it. Shit, man. This isn't even in my playlist, but this is kind of aura. I have to add this one in. W. My playlist has now hit 1,301 songs. This is my 1,301st song in my playlist. What else have I missed? Well, if you were in charge of MIDOFFS, what would you change? 2 coaches per team is the main thing. I spoke to Hacks a lot about it yesterday. Most of my points stand. I can run through them again, but would you ever consider to participate in a role-playing SMP? We did for like 2 weeks. Turns out speedrunners are really, really terrible at roleplay. I was speaking to Lucas about this a couple of days ago, whereby me doing SMPs. God damn, Frank Sinatra has a voice, man. Apologies. I spoke to Lucas about this the other day. And how I say during MIDOFFS, I love doing training. I love doing speedrunning. And then he was like, yeah, dude, my numbers have been down this week because of the speedrunning aspect of things. And I went, that's very interesting. Because if I was to step into your shoes and do SMP for a week, my numbers would be down hella as well. It's like we both have our succinct audiences with friends, but it's always hard to collaborate. I was speaking about this to Lukey and Pangy. It's like I don't get the opportunity to collaborate with people often. I don't do SMP content. SMP content doesn't interest me. I mean, to an extent it does, but also I just fear I'm not the right person for it because I love grinding. I love doing that sort of stuff. But
Inshallah.
I don't know. I just don't think people would enjoy my point of view very much. I don't know. So yeah, I would consider it. I wouldn't guarantee that I'd do like a bunch of mainstreams on it and stuff like that, but I'd probably end up playing a bit. I did with like Exposure Craft. I did a couple of streams, but I mostly played offline. It's a bit of fun with my friends, and that was that, and then so be it. Idea for future MIDOFFS. Every grand finalist participant in previous season plays in matches where you can only pick and ban BT, RP, and Shipwreck. No Village and DT seeds. Is this a good idea? Personally, no, I don't think it's a good idea. I think that would not be a massively entertaining format, and I don't think it's a particularly balanced format either, because those who are grand finalists from Season 1 are far better than the grand finalists from Season 2. So I wouldn't consider that to be the best tournament format. I think that like an All-Stars bracket would be interesting, where we could bring people back. But in the grand scheme of things, unless people have been entirely not dedicated between MIDOFFS 1 and 2, or have been entirely fully dedicated between MIDOFFS 1 and 2, the skill gap is even more vast than it was at the start of the week of training. So it makes it less and less fair. And given the fact that we've already seen them play once before, it's probably a little bit less entertaining as well. So you'd have to think about a different format, or like some sort of format to make it work. Obviously, people are hyped to see John A versus Jumper rematch, because that is a grand finalist, both of whom were very, very good, both of whom continued playing afterwards, both of whom are still playing now. And, you know, the overall score was 2-1 when they played each other. So having a best of 5 format at the Lewis Film Invitational, which is happening at the in 2 weeks' time, in Bournemouth, UK, you can be there. There's 2 tickets left on sale, ! LFI if you want to come. If not, you can watch it here, 22nd of November. That show match will be very interesting, but that's what it is. It's a show match. I don't think I could make a whole bracket full of MIDOFFS re-participants. Are you good at darts? Over my last 100 legs of darts, I average 43. I am pretty damn terrible at darts. I'm not horrible. I'm not very good. Here are my statistics. You can add me on autodarts.io if you play darts at all. These are my last statistics in my last 1,000 legs. I've only played 623. My last 100 legs look like this. My points per visit are 43. My points per visit up until 170 are 53. And my checkout percentage is 12%. 12% is really good, Lewis. Wait, hold on. That's actually kind of aura. I didn't expect that to be so high. Yesterday, I had my best ever leg down to 170. I was playing against Matthew Mepsy, friend of the channel, mod of the channel. I averaged 80 in a leg, which is actually like almost professional standard. My average down to 170 was 113 because I scored 140, 140, and then 60, which was a very good start. Okay, enough darts yap. Let's move on. More questions. Would you play League, or would you rather be dropped down into Coal? I have maybe 5 friends that play League, maybe 6 if you're counting Tubbo. They all tell me not to install. Like, they have all said, we can't stop playing it, but we don't want you to start. Please don't download it. Shout outs Harlshard, Tony, all of the girlies in that group. Ali as well. But they all tell me don't install. Like, GG, don't install. Why is it there? Like the key? I don't know, man. It's just on my keyboard. Shift / ZXCV. Any suggestions on ways to get friends into rank / MCSR? I don't know. Just keep saying that I'm really funny and send them my Twitch link. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know. Just really, like, just spam all of your friends with my Twitch link. That's it. That's my recommendation. Will there be an open bar? There is not going to be alcohol served at the Lewis Film Invitational. Oh my god, I've only scrolled down to boo AI at Grok context, please. Jesus Christ. Ed Happy, oh my god, thank you for the 2 gifted. Yippee! Xanath and Evil MC, make sure you say thank you if you're here. Would you do a stream that would be 1st to 10 between Lukey and Pangy, but you get to coach Lukey through it? Yeah, Pangy'd win though. I wouldn't mind. I guess I'd do that, yeah. Pangy'd win though, probably. Speedrunning is very goal-oriented. My whole life is very goal-oriented. So I do find it weird to be in a sandbox now. A little bit. Definitely. What's your first, second, third favorite video games of all time? It's probably just gonna go in order: Minecraft, Counter-Strike, FIFA / EAFC. Yeah. Yeah, I still think that FIFA trumps Guitar Hero. Although Guitar Hero is like a close 4th or 5th. Yeah, so Minecraft, Counter-Strike, EAFC, or FIFA, back when it was FIFA. I basically have no experience with speedrunning. How early should I start practicing stuff like hotkeys and other micro-life crafting and portals? There's never a time where you shouldn't be. It's not a bad thing to start practicing at any point. But the majority of stuff is just things you get used to. I was showing Lucas my my 31-minute speedrun PB back in the day. It's like still on my still public on my channel. I don't know why. But like that time, I was like terrible at movement. I was terrible at crafting. I was terrible at everything. You just start to pick things up. It's like, oh, wait, because I watch so many people, oh, I can craft an axe and a shovel together. So I don't have to separate it. That saves me a second. And it's all those little things that you'll pick up and you'll try and you'll suck. And then 5 minutes later, you'll be great. And that's all that really matters. For the full micro stuff, it doesn't matter until you get to like the top level. But the difference between a 30-second portal and a 10-second portal is huge. The difference between a 10-second portal and a 7-second portal is only important when you're at that top level. So, yes, grinding it down to a good level good. Grinding it down to like world record level, like getting from 30 to 10, like it's the 80-20 principle, right? You get 80% of the benefit with 20% of the work. And that means that like you can save 80% of the time by doing 20% of the work. And that last 20% takes 80% of the effort. So if you're going for 100%, if you want to get that world record, you need to put in 5 times as much effort, probably, easily, than it takes you to go from, like, basic to good. To go from good to perfect, that actually is the majority of the work. What did I miss? I've missed so many questions. I'm just going to go right down to the bottom. If you asked a question that I haven't answered, you can ask it again. If someone was hosting a mid-off style tournament for another game that speedrunners play, what game would you want it to be if you were playing? GeoGuessr. Or Counter-Strike. I would want to learn GeoGuessr in a week. That'd be like really hype for me. I'd want to be coached by someone to like, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be playing this to a top level. I'm not trying to get top 100 in the world, but if I can learn as much as I can in a week to go from nothing burger to like, oh my God, I can play GeoGuessr now and find it fun. Yes, that, basically. You and Invium were cranking Time Guesser when I watched the VOD back earlier. Dude, that 1 minute round at the end, we actually cooked heavy. That was actually genuinely quite impressive. Like, I was actually so proud of that, like, performance. I was, like, locked in. I was like, oh my God, we're here. This is like, this time, go. And we did it. It was so sick. It was like 43k out of 50 or something. Yeah, it was sick. But what is the most attractive Bastion route? Like, like dry manhunt housing is like, is mwah. It's mwah. Equally, top down, very, very, very good as well. Just housing as a concept, yes. You know what I mean? What country would you want to visit purely for fun/interest? I'm not a massive gaffer about traveling. Mostly because I'm scared of flying. But none spring to mind instantly. I want to go to the Nordic regions. I've just not been to any of that area in my life. So that'd be cool. Like, I'm sure I'll go there soon, eventually. But I'm gratefully quite well-traveled when it comes to Europe. I went to Portugal for the first time this year, though. And that was really fun. I'd never been there before, and that was somewhere where I wanted to go. Like, I've been to, most of... Never eat shredded wheat. Western Europe, I guess. Just not any of, like, the more northern bits, like the Nordic parts. Like, I've not been to, like, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, anywhere like that. I'm also not, like, a massive lover of cold. So, that kind of sucks. After 2 mid-offs, what's your thought on the format? Format's great. I've understood that it's fully for entertainment now. Like, I'm kind of finally coming to that realization. And I would say, I would love to have teams of 2 coaches per 2 students. Not 1-to-1, I'm saying 2-to-2. That works perfectly because if we were to ever have, like, an event clash again, you'd have one coach that would probably be free, so we wouldn't have to have like an Infume moment where he has to sub in. Equally, it hits different time zones. Like, per se, I was teamed up with someone like Silver. It would be Silver starts stream when I'm ended, and I start stream once he's ended. So it's like, if we have 2 different time zones of students, we could take 1 student each. Or maybe if we had a similar time zone, we could kind of like spread them out a little bit so that then, or alternatively, rather than spreading out the students, what about if you spread out the learning? Maybe you teach them all the bastions and I teach them all the end fights and things like that. It adds a whole new dimension of strategy, an interest to the tournament, which isn't there at the moment. Not that it's not there, it's just like a different part of strategy that gets added. It's cool. Additive. So I think that would be a cool addition. Also, it means that those coaches that either don't have as much time to give are busy because they have like a job, or coaches that are more passive or prefer one type of coaching. Like maybe they specifically really love the live coaching aspect of it, like Kyle F, where he's like, I really like just walking the players through the stuff, especially if I don't have much time to do stuff before. Then you can team him up with someone like a fucking, I don't know, like a me or an Infume who gave so many hours in the start that, like, you know, then that would be perfect. It's like, oh, Kyle's actually got 9 to 5, but he's actually going to test you over runs later. I'm going to do most of the teaching part, and he's going to take you when you're doing runs. And like that, you know, I just think it's just a cool dynamic. Good if your students are against each other. Exactly, that as well. What's my best no reset run? I don't know. I've only done like 10 no reset runs. I don't care for no reset massively. Probably like I don't know, 20 minutes, something like that. Like, not great. Ugh. Do you think that new people who watch the MIDOFFS will stick around in the MCSR community? Not all of them. By no stretch of the imagination, all of them. People who are here because you watched me because of Pangy, there's probably a handful, right? Love you guys. Really appreciate it. Same with the Roz community. That, you know, watched Roz and then, like, you know, Roz might not be live right now, and you're like, oh, Fulham's live. I wonder what he's talking about. And you see MIDOFFS and you're like, oh, yeah, cool. I might have a question. Hi. But also, I'm not expecting there to be many of you. You know what I mean? Anyone we can translate into an MCSR viewer, huge. Love that. What's the 120 plus RSG world record? Kazi the Creeper has a 13?
This is food. This
14?
is beans.
Altoid. Love you guys.
Today.
Was it Kazi? I don't remember if it was Kazi or not. Oh well. Thank you, Altoid, for the raid, mate. When is the MIDOFFS? Well, probably about 90 days' time. Kazi retired? I know. It was crazy. I saw that tweet. Hope he's doing okay. What did I miss? I missed so much stuff there. Fire more questions at me. Who won the MIDOFFS? That is a stupid question. SB737. Who are you going to coach for the MIDOFFS? I don't know. Kazi does have a low 13. I think it might have been a low 13 in 121. What's my best no set seed run? That. That is not the same as this, because technically this is the ranked PB is a filtered seed with like modified trades because I'm playing in the ranked client. However, the top PB is like a fully random seed. So you could sit anyone down for a week of coaching MIDOFFS style. Who would it be? Great question. One? Maybe? Maybe One Pixel? Or maybe like fucking Dave or someone like that. Like, I don't know whether we're talking streamers here or whether we're talking like celebrities here. I think either of those two answers are pretty fun though, so I'll take those. Is MIDOFFS your oomph? Yes, MIDOFFS is oomph. Dave as in Dave Kratzy? No, Dave as in the artist Dave. Santan Dave. He's a rapper. The only reason I'm saying it's possible is because he knows who Average Harry is. And I'm like, if you know who Average Harry is, you're like you're one or two steps away from me. So like maybe. Okay. Any more stupid questions, guys? Oh, stupid question. Fulham, when are you next drinking? When are you next having alcohol? Tonight! Yay! 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 I'm going out to meet a couple of friends tonight. I'm really excited. I haven't seen them in probably 6 months. So I'm excited to see them. It'll be nice. These guys are my football friends. They're from my high school, so I don't see them that often anymore. But yeah, I'm excited to see them. That'd be cool. What separates the good speedrunners from the best? I mean, micro, and decision making. That is it. It's micro movements, micro tech, micro everything. Things that will save you ticks, things that will save you seconds. We're not talking things that will save you minutes. And then decision making. So exclusively overlapping and brain function more than it is. I think when you're getting to the top level, it's all about micro because they all have the similar decision making. But it's the fact that it goes from there being 5 decisions in a speedrun when you're at my level and lower, where it's like, okay, which way round this terrain do I go? Okay, cool. Now I'm at the top of the bastion. There's no decision. I do this, then I go to the fortress. I do this. All of them are thinking of 5 decisions every second. It's like, okay, do I need to chip this terrain? Do I need to jump this terrain? When do I time this jump? You know, where's my exit for this bastion? Before you're even entering it, it's like, where am I leaving? Have I seen the fortress? Do I know where the fortress is? Where will I scan? Where will I leave to scan? Where does scanning make the most sense? You know, which terrain is best if the scan shows me left? Which terrain is the best if the scan shows me right? Like, all of these things are going to be happening in the top level runners' brains at every decision point in the run. Whereas I'm thinking, what bastion is this? It's a housing. I do the housing route now. Oh shit, I need to scan. Now let me scan. Fuck, was there terrain out the back? Is there a hole out the back? Can I leave through the back? Is there lava? Okay, I've got my 20 obby now. Okay, I'm going to go all the way to the top and I'm going to leave like that. You know what I mean? It's like a fully different plane of thinking. They have constant decisions to be made. Whereas when you're at a lower level, the major decisions are what makes the difference. But at the top level, it's the micro and the micro decisions that make every difference. You're a tough guy. Is England bigger than Europe? No. England is in Europe. Danny Boy doesn't wag his tail. Can you? Yes. Hey man, great coaching. Hope to have you educate me one day. Ollie Orion Sound, you're always a student in my eyes. You're always my student. Ollie for season 3 of MIDOFFS. Hey. I don't make the rules. Favorite moments from season 2? Max Saikuno is like number 1. And then Kyle with Ish, just as like a concept, really cool. Like there was a lot of good moments, I would say that like the moments in season 1 probably did trumpet. Sorry, trumpet. That's horrible. I need to get booed for that. Give me some dots, man. That was terrible. That was really bad. That was sorry. No, that's horror. That's horrible. That's horrible. Literally messaged Toby today. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Season 3. We are having Ollie there. Boom. This guy's kind of funny looking. Okay, bro. All right, bro. Why did you make such a good impression? Thanks. I actually thought it was quite good. That was actually, I'm just riffing, bro. You know what I mean? Do we know how long it'll be until season 3? I'm going to roughly estimate. Let me roughly estimate. Let's say 89 days and 89 days, 8 hours, 15 minutes, and a couple of seconds. Roughly. Would you say a 24:47 min time after 3 matches being new to speedrunning is good? Yes. Okay, if I miss any questions, you can ping them again. What are your views on Kuriway's guide? It's the most comprehensive piece of literature and learning opportunity that anyone can have for free now. Sick. It's amazing. Oh, should I leak? Let's leak. I haven't done a leak in a while. Should we leak? I'll leak something. I have exclusive permission to turn the Kuriway guide into an audiobook, which I will be doing and releasing for free when I next have time to read 60,000 words. Because I know some people learn better through listening rather than reading. So. We will be there. You will be hearing this sultry voice over Kuriway's beautifully written words. Where would it be released? Probably just like on my YouTube, like second channel or something. It'll be like a 15-hour video or something. I'm actually really scared. I've been able to do this for like a month. I'm like, oh no, but MIDOFFS. Oh, but I have to sort out my invitational first. And then there's going to be like a time over Christmas where I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, I'm going to have to read 3+ hours of words now. Great. Do all speedrunners hate Minecraft deep down? I don't think so. It's one of those rare things. I know that League players hate League. Oh my god! Ed Happy, thank you for the 5 gifted! Wait, Seth Snipe! Wait, W! Hi, Hellion. Okay, no, to be fair, Minecraft speedrunners hate speedrunning random seeds. You're right. Yeah, Nessa, you banged that perfectly. I despise RSG. Hey, IPQ. That's a very cool 7TV paint, bro. Do you remember I said I would appear in chat? I was not that drunk. Yes, I remember. Do you think Kuriway can make LCQ if he logged in for a season? Oh, without doubt. Yeah. I have no doubt in that. I think he'd make LCQ. Did you see that Kenan reset a sub 7? Yeah. How would you get a small cylinder, 5.1 inches in length, 4.5 inches in diameter, unstuck from a mini M&M's tube filled with butter and microwaved mashed banana? Good reference. It's a beautiful reference. Yeah, it's a beautiful reference. Cutting the cylinder is not an option. Releasing it, there are two small objects beneath the cylinder that are attached that are also unable to be removed. Do you think Red Crab 2 will make it into playoffs this season? I don't think it's this season, no. He's had a little bit too much time away for him to push for probably for playoffs this season. I really hope he can clip this and put it in his video, because I'm obviously wishing him to get in every moment of every day. I want him to get in. But I don't think this is the season for him. I did at the start, but then he took a long break, and good for him. He's locked in with other stuff, and that's good. But I do think that probably he... I mean, I said that about Hacks, and Hacks obviously got in with LCQ, so very possibly. I write my own tune, and I write my own verse, hell. Why didn't Red Crab coach again? He was just busy. He just chose not to. He might coach in season 3. Like, you know, coaches can come back. Coaches can leave. Will we ever see you in play? That is a stupid question. Probably not, no. How can I tell if Fort is diagonal off of a Pyray, and how does chunk counting work? Advanced Pyray techniques by... Who did the... It's... Wait. I won't stop till my name's in lights and stadium heights with Damien Rice on red carpets. No, it's like recent. It's recently uploaded. It's like this year. It's like probably like last couple of months. Marin. Oh my god, it was a Marin upload. I found an alternative, though. This is pretty good, though. This is a pretty good alternative. It's got nice graphics in the corner as well. Green cut kit without a razor for a mustache. Oh yeah, this is by, like, the techniques by Marin, but this is advanced negative Pyray. It is technically faster than Pyray. And if you were to relearn, if someone was to learn Pyray for the first time, learn this. Melody music maker. Reading all the papers. They say I'm up and coming like I'm fucking in an elevator. This all the way down by 3, and then you do the thing, or you refresh, and then you go back. Yeah, and then if it despawns, then you know it's behind you. This is called negative Pyray. This is called negative Pyray because the intention is not that the spawner shows up on your pie chart, it's that it goes away on your pie chart, meaning you can do it in less actions. You don't have to go down 4, up 3. You can just go down 3. And then if it unloads, then like it's just that smidge faster. Again, this is what the micro is talking about. Not an MCSR question, but what's your opinion on Fulham's current form? We're going to be in a relegation battle if we don't pull our fingers out of our asses, really. It's really bad. We can't be losing 2-0 to Everton in that specific manner. We looked dead. We looked horrible. I'm really hoping that after an international break, we'll come back with a bit of a bounce. But at the moment, I think that Marco Silva's cruising. I equally think that we didn't make enough investment over the summer. And I'm worried I'm worried. I think for me, relegation is like part of Premier League life because of my like age, um, and like recency bias. But it's scary. What's the extension you use that shows views, etc.? This is called vidIQ. I use vidIQ. It came out before like Mr. Beast's version of vidIQ, which is like the same thing except you can pay money, which is just a bit weird. Why does stables suck so bad? It's just the most variable bastion, but it can be the fastest as well if you're good at it. Any games you recommend specifically that were good to watch of the VOD after that? No. Final? Sleepy SB? Like the final 3 matches. Sleepy SB, Sleepy Max, and then Max SB. All of Pangy's games, but just assume that the end portal is the end of the game. Sub 12 ranked or sub 15 RSG, what is harder? Sub 15 RSG requires probably longer. You can obviously get lucky and do either, like earlier. Sub 12 ranked requires a higher skill ceiling. Sub 15 RSG requires a harder time investment, I would say. Do you think it'd be better if actually experienced speedrunners were commentating mid-offs instead, or would it lose its charm? Yeah, I do. I do. Yes. But you almost commentated, so are you a hypocrite? No, I didn't want to commentate because it would have required 3 days of my time for 12 hours every single time while I got no benefit from it and not able to coach my students. I don't live in Brighton. It's not easy for me to get there. I would have had to stay there for 3 days, commentate at the Tub office for 3 days, not coach my students, or coach my students for the matches that they do, and then in between, I would have to do commentary. It wasn't something that I was interested in last season. And maybe next season I won't be a coach and I want to be a commentator. If that's an option, then maybe I'd do it. But I wouldn't say I'm a hypocrite for it. I think that a professional commentator that knows what they're talking about is helpful, so that they can bounce ideas, like so that the other people can bounce ideas off them. It's like, what do they do? Like, I notice things and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like, they're like, oh my god, he got obsidian from that chest. I'm like, no, it's crying, Obby. Like, I'd be able to help with things like that, which is like, okay, it's actually, you're gassing up something that's not true, or you're like missed something that is really important. I don't think it'd lose its charm. Do you think Nerdy Beard could coach? Of course. I think that anyone in MCSR that is like a sub 10 level ish, then it would be a fine coach. There's only so often I can hear them counting the blaze rates and counting the beds in the 1 cycle, albeit there's very little else they can do in those situations. For playoffs, there's not as much dead time. In mid-offs, each match is like 20 minutes rather than 10, so I kind of understand that it's hard to commentate. How did you do on mid-offs? Not great. But it doesn't really matter. I think I coached my students really well. And I think they're happy with how the event went. And I'm happy with how the event went. So I'm just here to say how great it was to see a fellow Northerner win. Yeah. I'm glad that they're in the UK. So if I was to ever do an LFI 2, I wouldn't require the finalists to have to fly over from crazy, crazy distances. But if we get Max versus SB in person, that's fine. I could probably ask them to do that. Spitrol, combining Jingle Ninja Rainbot doesn't really make a difference. Like, I mean, sure, I guess it would be helpful. But, you know. Did you make a feedback notepad for MIDOFFS this season? No, I didn't, sadly. Not worth my time. I don't think it'd be overused, Spitrol. I think it'd be worth your time if you're learning how to code. Like, of course it would be. Because you'd probably learn a lot from doing it. But I wouldn't say it'd be massively used in the community, no. How do you train consistency and not dying as often? Eat more food, throw more gold. That's it. What are some things you need to research, get background on runners before the draft? Oh, do I have edit history of this? Yeah, I do. We spreadsheeting in this bitch. How accurate was this? Pretty accurate. He did 10 out of 10 gaff. Lukey did probably actually 10 out of 10 gaff rather than 9. Callum gaffed a lot. Jack, honestly, Jack deserves a 3. Saikuno deserves a 0. Instead, I'm gonna give it to you. But I think I was pretty accurate with this, like, as like a guess for all of these players. Hull's definitely gaffed more. And Lukey definitely had worse than 6 max. Yeah, Sleepy gaffed more as well. 5 up gaffed a little bit less. It's okay. It's something you learn. Like, I was a rough guess. I wouldn't say I was massively wrong on any of them. Where'd start for learning MCSR and having everything set up? Curryway's Guide. Here. Oh, you're going to be the 14,000th subscriber. It's pretty cool. Yes, you have to sign up. You have to make an account. But then you click this. It says buy and it costs $0. You just buy and it's done. It says like, it might even say like purchase guide or something. And it's 0. It's free. It is free. It will save. You don't have to put in any credit card details, nothing. It's like just, it's behind. It's just like how you have to pay for WinRAR. You know what I mean? Like, it's behind a paywall, but the paywall is paper. You just walk through it. And you go to view guide once you've got it. Set up an introduction to Minecraft speedrunning. This sets up absolutely everything. It has all the links that you're going to need. Specifically for RSG, you have a submission page. You have a boat eye page. You have a ranked part, I believe, as well. Which might be further down. I can't remember. Girl, come and get it. Oh, this is here for you. We've got rebinds. Like, everything is really, really clear. Mod check. It's a full walkthrough of exactly how to download everything in MCSR ranked. Sorry, in MCSR. Whose coaching surprised you most? No one, really. I think I basically nailed everything. I think I was expecting all of the above. On column is never a factor for mid-offs. Oh, sorry, stretching. Ugh. Have you seen Rock's opinion on the curry guide? No? Hey, Callum. Congrats on top 4, man. Sorry you didn't go all the way. Who do you think the question mark player was going to be? No idea. I thought it might have been Snifferish, was my guess. Did Infume beat the allegations? Kinda. He's working on it. You might have the worst fortress known to man. Yeah. 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 I'm not massively knowledgeable with Hermitcraft, to be honest with you, Zero. So I don't know. Like the only people I really know in Hermitcraft is Joel. I've met him once. And then False I've met a few times. I'm not like the only real Hermitcraft I watched was Mumbo Jumbo in like season 4 or whatever the hell it was. And False, they were my 2 POVs, but I was never massively into Hermitcraft, unlike Curry, who's always been massively into it. What Infume allegations? Watch the Mumbo speedrun? I haven't watched it yet, to be fair. What's no calc world record? I have no idea. Brentilda. I'm going to say Brentilda. It might not be true. I don't care. He's got the world record in my mind. 936 Brentilda. When did you start watching MCSR? Nice twice 2150 or whatever the world record was. Nice twice world record. That is not what I fucking searched. What are all these random shorts? Hello? Oh, Twice is a K-pop group. My fault. This one. That was the first. This is the first one I watched. He's in a ravine and he trades the gold.
Soll ich eine Rüstung machen? Eigentlich schon.
First real MCSR video I watched. Yep. One pig, we trade some gold, we get some piles.
Ja, Jonas liest den Chat auch, keine Sorge. Nur im Moment hat er einen guten Run. Ist auch mal wichtig, sich darauf zu konzentrieren. Du kannst ihm ja eigentlich auch alles hindroppen und
hab 7.
der Zeit weiterfahren. Droppt ihm alles hin und farm noch ein bisschen Gold.
Geht das?
Ja.
Ja, das ist zu weit weg.
Ja, okay.
I mean, I have a 21 no bastions. The way you get 20-minute time bastionless is enter the nether in 5 minutes, get lucky with pearl trades, have a close fort. That's it. It's so heat. Bang. And then we run in the overworld for 9 minutes. We dig down and we...
Schade.
Habe ich kein zweites Bett getraut, weil ich wieder so lange gewartet habe.
Ja, und passt, du hast ja noch eins.
Ah, scheiße, kein Sub 20.
Egal.
Scheiße, I can't sub 20. Fuck. Pats, bro.
Oh, let's go, Junge. Oh mein Gott.
21:08, Alter.
Why is it in German? Because Nice Twice is German. That's it. That's the reason. Yeah, I assumed that Scheisse no sub 20 was shit no sub 20. I kind of put that one together myself. I don't speak a lot of German. It's kind of crazy that Pete got second place during this time. True. Any big new strats currently in development? No. I don't think. Not anything that springs to mind anyway. Ah, okay. Thank you, Gable. Who do you think would be an underrated coach? Bro, Kyle's an underrated coach. Kyle has statistically the worst stats of all 8 of the coaches. And he consistently does really well because he is good at explaining his thoughts and is a really good live coach. Maybe less so beforehand. We haven't really been able to see him do much coaching before the tournament. I know he did with Ish, but like less than like most of the other runners. Whereas his live coaching is immense. And I think that's really cool. I'd say he's probably like the best live backseater coach that you could have out of the 8 players. Any new coach? Oh, like K4. Like K4 is like the easy choice. Very, very experienced coach. Like probably the second most experienced coach in MCSR. So, do you think there should be seed finders in next mid-offs or not? Nah. Adds to the mid. Adds to the off. I will be seed finding for Lewis Fulham Invitational though. Three lava housings is insane. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. We've got so many people that want to coach and are cool creators. Well, they don't always create. They don't always stream. Like, I think that the 8 here, plus the 3 from last time, are bigger creators and more creators. Like, they create more than, like, most others in the community. But it's not to say that we can't. That's, like... No, I'm not saying I'm a YouTuber. I'm saying that I stream more often than, like, most of the other people that we've mentioned here. Why the hell have I got a fucking ping in Hacking Noises chat? Oh, Evu did LFI. I forgot that pings me because it has the word Lewis Fulham in it. GG, man. I heard some talk about a wedding shortening the time to coach. Yeah, some of the runners were at 11T's wedding last weekend. Silver only got back on Tuesday. Curry got back on Monday. I started on Sunday because I wasn't... I was invited, but I did not fly to America for his wedding. I'm sorry. My fault. Maybe I'm a bad friend. Spacey, it'd take you probably in the region of like 72 hours plus equally the amount of content that is going to be the same thing between snapshots, apart from the tiniest change, is just nothing, burger. What friend was the wedding? 11 billion. Mud, I think it's great because it adds to entertainment value, but it does a little bit suck knowing that, like, the first round matchups were almost entirely Nuclear Bomb versus Coughing Baby, right? What made you wear glasses? My eyes. It's not a fashion choice. I can't see. So that's what made me wear glasses. Because I can't see. That's the main reason, really. Some of the Coughing Babies won. No, for real. So that's why I think it's good now. That's the point. I think that it is good because the upsets are obviously possible. Do you have a skincare routine? Yeah, so I shower every day. And then I put my face under the shower. I go like this. And then some soap occasionally. Not in my eyeballs. Like there, T-zone. And that's it. Same soap that I use on my body. I do not have a specific skincare routine. My skin is mostly pretty good. I have a couple of small imperfections. Like, I think I've got, like, a small spot here. I think I have a couple of spots on this side. But I have pretty significant back knee, comparatively. Not I wouldn't say, like, massively acne levels, but I do have, like, spots on my back more than anywhere else, really. So kind of stinky. Show us. No. That is a stupid statement. How educated are you on nutrition? Not massively. Basically, I know the food groups because I was taught them in, like, when I was like 9. And then I don't always eat great, but I try and eat as well as I can. It's a great song. Bum, 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 bum. Is there anything you'd recommend for MIDOFFS furthering production-wise? While watching mainstream, did you notice a lack of something, or is it good? It's mostly good. A score for the best of 3 in the finale is helpful for those that are joining midway through. I don't want to be foul passenger in your car. Any players that you think should be recurring competitors? No. Get new players every time. Roll the dice. Favorite music genre. This is my last FM. This is my information. This is my favorites at the moment. These are my top tags. Mostly hip-hop, rap, hip-hop without the dash. So, like, some grime in there. Some pop, but it's leaving. And then Ayo? The fuck is French? Which songs of mine are French? Hello? Are we trolling? Bro, this is crazy. How much new music you listen to this week? 3%. That's horror. That's actually horror. Okay, this is only this week. Can I do like last year? Or is this like locked behind a paywall? Oh, shocker. Oh, no, the year isn't. Okay, this is 2024, but I mean, that's still pretty decent. I quite like Tyler, the Creator. Kind of tracks. Yeah, oh, Jesus. Tyler. Not Tyler. Shit. Ow. What's my fingerprint? Where's my fingerprint gone? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, my discovery rate is not 3%. I just think it was just this week. It was a bit low. Consistency. Quite consistent. 182 days in a row of scrobbling. Like, yeah, okay. So these are my musics over the years. Like, rap is pretty consistently there. Hip hop's pretty consistently there. I'm a rock boy as well. I do like rock. Hip hop, pop as well is always good. Indie stuff is literally consistent throughout the year. Like, I listen to like the same amount of indie all year. And then indie rock. Neo soul. Interesting. Hardcore hip hop. And neo psychedelia. Do you think a group stage with BO2s or BO1s would be good for everyone else? No. I don't. Was? Oh no! This shows how bad my sleep schedule is! Didn't listen to a single song at 7 till 8 in the morning. But I did at 6 a.m. and I did at like 9 a.m. at the earliest. Oh wait, I have 4 scrubbles at 8 a.m. Wait, okay. 6 a.m. was definitely because I hadn't slept yet. Busiest day Tuesdays. Damn, okay. I mean, it's quite consistent throughout the week, but just slightly lower on weekends. First track you scrubbled this year was Calm Down by Rema. I don't even think I know what this song is. Hold on, I'm listening to this song right now. I don't know what it is. Adding it to the queue and skipping. Oh, what? I do know this song. But that's crazy. I don't think I've listened to this song on Spotify before. That's actually crazy. Yeah, I don't like this song. What the hell happened in January 2024? Give me the 1st of January. Only. There's the 1st of January. It was not... Oh, wait, hold on. It wasn't me! This is my stepdad. Because we share a Spotify. Right, okay, no, that makes more sense. I'm like looking at these songs, I'm like, oh wait, yeah, no, this is my stepdad. This is me? What the hell was I doing on, like, welcome to Chili's? Yeah, no, okay, I see where it went to me. It's like, what's love? Welcome to Chili's, Tidal Wave, Crooked Smile, Hail Mary, like all of these, yeah. Why do you share Spotify? I'm broke! There you go. Do you perchance own your Minecraft skin fit? Yes. It's based on... My Minecraft skin is based on this. Surely there's a VOD of this, no? My skin is based off this. Load! Arr! It's based off this loading screen, actually. It's based
Got
off...
blue bats, and they're all at coming up.
Here, make some noise for Fulham, chat.
Yay! That's what my skin is based off. I have the pink suit. I'm wearing really tight blue jeans in this though. I wouldn't wear this with this anymore, but like this is what my skin is based off. Pink suit, white shirt, chain. It's pretty cool. I got to sit next to my best friend Curry Way, and also Wavepunk and Kara Corvus, who are also now people that I would consider friends, which is really cool. Yeah, that's what my skin's based off. Any other questions? Sorry. I ended up going a little bit too deep into Last FM. I apologize. Can you show the skin too? Name MC. Wait. Fulham. Wavepunk from Rocket League fame? Yep. I got invited to Wavepunk's home poker game. And I'm still going to take him up on that offer next time I'm there. Wait, Swifty69, thank you for the prime.
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
Yes, that was what my IGN was when I first got Minecraft. Congrats. You can find this public information. No. Noah Moon, no. Oh, sorry, yes, on a laptop, not on a trackpad. I was a laptop gamer for the first, 3 years of my MCSR time, and I was considered a good speedrunner. Did you buy your IGN or snipe it? I didn't even have to snipe it. It was just when name changes came out, I was like, I wonder if I can change my name to just Fulham. And I tried it, and it worked. I went, oh, that's cool. I wasn't like I was there at 4 p.m. refreshing, I need to get this. It was just that, when I signed up, I tried to get Fulham, and it was like, nope. And I tried Fulham rules, nope. Then I added my fucking birth year. But then I checked on name changes, which was a year later. I was like, oh, can I get Fulham now? And they were like, yes. Oh. And no one had it before. You can see that on the name history. No one else had it. So I don't even understand. How did Dream do irreparable damage to the speedrun community? Multitude of ways. Mostly lying about cheating and then insulting the mods about it, even though he ended up cheating. And then tried to cover it up with money, basically. Respect, though, because he gave me money, and that's how I have my PC. So I can't complain that much. I don't think he's a great person. I think there's other things there are other reasons why you can not like him. But I also think he did bad things. Irreparable damage is weird because, he did damage, but we're better than we were back then. So I guess it can't really be irreparable. How with money? Well, he gave $50,000 to the community as an apology for cheating. He just went round to streamers and donated. And he donated to me, because I happened to be live at the right time, at the right place at the right time. It's my third most viewed clip of all time or something, yeah. Here, look. Clip of all time or something, yeah. Clips. All time. There you go.
Why have you given me money then?
Thank you. Thank you for the 5 bags. It's pretty cool. I was on a laptop at this point. I'm in my university dorm room. On a laptop. And I freak out about it. And that was pretty cool. I want to find the other clip, though, because the other clip's better. Where's Lauren's clip? This is crazy. I forgot about this. Wait, this is actually crazy. I'm not gonna watch that one though. Where? Hello? Where is it? Why is this? Why is this in my top clips? It was 8 days ago. Dude, what? Oh, no, you're doing so well, Pangy. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up, man. You're doing really good. No, bitch ass. You suck. You're not gonna suck by the end of the week because I'm gonna fucking teach you good shit. Not whatever the fuck you're doing now. No, fair enough. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? No, to be fair, I'm watching that back and going, what do you want me to do? Fair, what are we doing? We spent, it's a 20-second clip. We made 0 progress. So, like, you know what? I get it. You know what? That is fair. I actually stand by what I said 100%. Bro, where? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, here it is. I found it. That's my live stream. Okay, there we go. This is the same day as the 5K dono. Wow, bro. Bro, back in the day, bro. Look at the chatters, man. Look at the chatters. Look at the chatters. If you were here, you were here, bro. Horsey. Oh my god, bro. GW Travis, man. Jorts Lord. That's Jorts. That's GOAT. Respect Jorts. Ace here as well. Josh. Josh is coming to LFI. Josh is the GOAT. Josh is still in the community. We love Josh. N-Walk, now known as Josh Toe Twins. W N-Walk as well. And then, Carson Mothsprite, we miss you. I hope you're well. W Joshua Waffle as well. Light Star 9, Vin. Oh, wow, that's quite sad. Jay's there. Dunks is there. But yeah, that was the Prosecco incident. That was the Prosecco incident. That was fun. So yeah, that's how I have afforded my PC that's on my right. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be back in a moment. Hi guys, sorry, yeah, I'm back. Hey, Belge. W. Can I say which college I was in? I don't know if I've said that publicly. You know, I actually don't know if I've said that publicly. No, Altoid, this is not no, college doesn't mean university. I went to Oxford University, but then they're split up into smaller colleges. I'm gonna say no. I won't say that, just in case. Just in case. If you're asking for a reason, ask me the follow-up question, and I'll try and explain. Like, I don't know, maybe you're there or you live there or whatever. I can say roughly where it was and stuff like that, like, rather than saying the exact one, for example. Which flavor of engineering did you do? No, okay, all right, I'm going to explain this. Here we go. Okay, can we just get like a... Bro. Yeah, this is a pretty decent one, to be fair. Right, this is the city of Oxford, right? And all of these small badges are part of the university. Each of these small badges are part of the university, okay? However, effectively, they all have their own... It's almost like they have their own mini university inside them, whereby you're basically kept. You make friends with most of the people in your college rather than the people in the entire uni, because the uni has like 21,000 people, and they're split up over around 35 colleges. Different colleges have different studies. So, for example, engineering, what I took, is not at every single college. It's at most, because it is a very common course. But if you're going for a more niche course, sometimes they're only accept like fine arts or something like that. They're probably only at a few colleges. They're at a handful. If you're going for like a general thing like English, maths, they're probably at every college, if not 90% of colleges. But these are the colleges of Oxford, so that's that. I went to one of them. I'm not going to say exactly which one. But yeah. Full cam again. Why did you choose Oxford and not Cambridge? I have said this before. Reason is because I'm the first person in my family to go to uni. I'm the second person in my family to go to uni, really. My mum's cousin. So, like, I'm the first person in my immediate family. I think my mum's cousin, it depends on whether you want to count that or not. So I'm the second person to go to university. My family don't really know fucking really anything about uni. So I had everything from school. I was told by a friend at school, oh yeah, Cambridge is better for STEM subjects, for science, technology, engineering, maths. And I went, oh, okay, well, I'll go to Oxford. I'll apply for Oxford then, because then if it's better at the other one, then surely it's still like, it just means it's easier, right? Like 3 IQ, like literally I didn't think more than 5 seconds about it and went, okay, that's it. Are all colleges inside Oxford considered a similar level of quality? Yes, because the teaching isn't usually collegiate. The teaching will be done centralized. So for the engineering course, you have people from all of the different colleges. But they're different hierarchies based on like other things, sports, location, like nightlife, size, you know, that sort of thing. It's less about like the actual degree you're going to get and just more like the general living stuff. Like some will guarantee that you have accommodation for the 4 years. Some of them have better kitchens than others. Some of them have better sports fields. Some of the sports fields are really far. They have sports fields, but you have to travel. Like, it's literally like that sort of stuff. Is Oxford, Cambridge like MIT, Harvard? Probably. They're the 2 best unis. Like, Oxford and Cambridge are 2 of the 3 best universities in the world according to Times rankings. So, can you tell me who won? Who won MIDOFFS? SB737. How did you get in with that logic? Fuck if I know, mate. Imperial or Oxbridge? I mean, I got into both. Oxford was my first choice. Imperial was my second. Who won the coaches? There was no coaches championship this year. Did you write your part in Zero Cycle or did Dylan write it? Honestly, I wrote more of the main part and Dylan wrote more of mine part. But he was far better at performing the main verses and I was far better at performing the like rap part. So like we actually collaborated across the whole thing. What A-levels did you what did you get at A-levels? I took pre-U, which are now defunct. But the equivalent of 4 A-stars. I got 2 D1s and 2 D2s. D1 is considered higher than A-star, so that's why my school let us take those. So I got 2 A-star pluses and then 2 A-stars. British blokes will really get into Oxford not knowing left from right. True. And I also don't know June from July. Who do you think would have won the coaches? I mean, Silver. Silver would have won the coaches. Because, like, I mean, the only way that I think that there should be, like, a coaches cup next year and the fans should vote for it. Like, the viewers should just vote who they thought was the best coach over the entire week. Doesn't really matter about results. It's just who you thought was the best coach. I think that would be more fun. Did you do Olympiads? Yeah, I did. I just got here. What the fucking A-star plus, bro? This is a Cambridge pre-U. It's a school leaving qualification that was an alternative to the current A-level qualification. It was offered between 08 and 2023, specifically aimed for university entrance recognition. Principal subject to these. Here you go. A-level equivalent. I got 2 D1s in maths and physics, and then I got 2 D2s in further maths and chemistry. You're probably right, Pig Sheffer. It's blocked because you use the word viewers, and I don't have, like, viewers as a term, but yeah. Power creep even affecting grades? You did A-level further? Yeah, of course I did, bro. Coach me, bro. I can help you out. You know that. You in Oxford, man? No. I have graduated. How well did you do in Olympiads? I got into... I used to mostly touch gold, like certificate, and then I got invited to the... I got invited to, like, the second round once, and I got... I want to say like 16 marks out of 30 with a 10 out of 10 in one question and then a 4 and a 2. For those of you who don't know what Olympiads are, it's a 6-question exam that takes 3 hours and you need to provide full math proof of random like puzzles basically. But I did 10 out of 10 a question, which is really impressive, and I got like praise for that at school. But I didn't go through after that. Like, you basically need to score like 27 plus or like 24 plus or something like that. Olympiads are fun as shit. Thank you, Kai. I agree. You're insane? Yeah, low-key, I'm kind of smart, guys. Yeah, good luck with the BMO. You got this. Lock in. Yeah, they aren't easy. No way. Look at the thumbnail. This is... I know exactly when this was. This is when I said... Oh, someone said, Fulham, when are you next having alcohol? Tonight. Yay, yay, yay. That's actually crazy. W Twitch screen grab, bro. Look at my face. He's so excited. There's not a thought in that mind right now apart from booze. I wish I could alcohol on a Monday. It's because I'm unemployed. Yup. Literally one of the most prestigious university degrees of all time. And he sits behind a camera to a couple hundred people chatting shit all day. Ah. Employment market is literally evil globally. I just don't try, bro. At the moment, I'm not trying to get a job. I'm enjoying doing this full time, and I don't make a full-time income, but I make like a part-time income, and I live at home, so it's not that deep, really. Like, I can't afford to move out. I'm like, with like LFI this year, I'll be like pushing, like I'll be close-ish. But like there probably won't be an LFI every year. You know what I mean? Maybe there will be. Maybe, I don't know. But like I'm treating it for now as like a one-off because I can't treat that as like a recurring income thing. I want to talk about this actually after MIDOFFS. But yeah. What does TAS mean? TAS means tool assisted speedrun. And when someone calls someone TAS, it means that they're doing things that a human wouldn't be able to do. So it's a compliment about how good they are mechanically at the game. This is an underground Arctic Monkeys song, bro. W. Are you looking at the States angle, make 200K every year and retire at 50? Hell no! You catching me in America? Hell no! DPMO, bro. That country sucks ass. Do not come here, please. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm getting denied at the border by antis gazing, bro. GG. That country is actual poo from a bum. True! Truth nuke! Are you looking at the States angle? We're looking at the Streatham angle, bro. Bro, we're looking at the Croydon angle. Fuck that, we're looking at the Crawley angle. We're looking at the Aberystwyth angle. The Slough angle. Everyone says I should just not come back from LFI. That sounds like a threat, Ant. That sounds like a fucking threat. Hey, Croydon. I love Croydon. I think it's a great place. Do you got debt? Hell yeah. Ah, fuck, man. I didn't even think about that. I'm going to have to stop paying back my student debt if I earn enough this year. I don't think I have, so it's fine. But like it's got to be one of those things which is like I hate doing my taxes, but I got to do my taxes in January. So, you sure? I don't. Oh God, thank God. Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest fan. I don't have debt in any other part of my life. It's just my student loans, and they get wiped when I'm 50 anyway. So they're kind of like nothing burger unless I start making a fuck ton of money. But then if I start making a fuck ton of money, I'll make an incorporated business so that then the money doesn't come to me. It goes to the business, meaning that I don't have to pay my student loans off. And then the government just basically gave me free money when I was 21. And it's fucking awesome. Your loans get wiped? Yeah. Yeah, because I finished my degree. Like, the government helped me out. And if you don't, you know... That's the thing, right? They pay for your education fully, and then they'll give you like like in Wales versus England, Wales just give you the money. They don't. They give you the money for a grant for living, and then I think the education I think is a loan, but then again that gets wiped after a certain number of years. New strat unlocked. Don't earn enough to pay your student loan back. I mean that's always the plan, yeah. Like, what's the plan now? Start earning 6 figures from YouTube and Twitch by streaming 24/7 and uploading a YouTube video every day. Earn 6 figures to the company. Pay myself minimum wage. And then get as many company expenses as I possibly can. Legally. Hire a really fucking good accountant. That's my plan. Fulham, let's both do that. Hey, on fucking Danny's soul, we're making it out the hood, bro. Bro, LFI is going to be Lewis Fulham Incorporated very soon, bro. I'm telling you. LFI is no longer the Lewis Fulham Invitational, man. That's Lewis Fulham Incorporated. That's my business. The actual plan? Tell the internet how you plan to do tax fraud. None of that's tax fraud, right? None of that's fraudulent. If the money's in the business, I don't use it for anything that's not a business expense. But understand that I have a place in my house which is an office in which the square footage can be deducted from my tax stuff because the business pays for it. You know? I think that's like, oh yeah, I don't know. None of this is financial advice. I don't know. This is what I have like heard from like other people, but they all hire accountants so they don't have to do it themselves. And that's my plan. Hire an accountant so that then they know what the fuck they're doing. And if anything goes wrong, it's their fault, not mine. I'm not the one going to prison, they are. Spoons is a business expense if you tweet about it. Guys, I'm making a new Twitter account. It's called Lewis Fulham Drinks. And every time I have a beer, I'm going to post a selfie of me with the beer. Henceforth, business expense. Henceforth, tax write-off. 20% off all future beers. Boom! This is not business advice or financial advice. I don't know if that works.
It's a
Petra,
bit of a sticky one still.
thank you for the Prime.
One of these months I'll remember Prime doesn't auto-assign.
Oh my god, yeah. Prime does not auto-renew. So if you guys have a Prime, click below the stream, click the subscribe button. I'm going out for beers tonight. So if you Prime now, you are actively funding my happiness, my livelihood. I have to go out and buy beers tonight. I have to go out and drink beers tonight. Yay! So, oh my god, it worked! Oh my god! Oh my god! I just got half a free beer. Wait,
It's a bit of a sticky
one
one
more
still.
and I can afford a whole beer, guys. No, we can do this. We can do this. One more sub and I can afford a whole beer. Mashallah, I deserve this. Yes!
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
Bang! Baguette, welcome back. Thank you for the 6 months. Thank you for the Prime. You are the GOAT. Thank you, Lovers Rock, as well, for the Prime also. Welcome back. Welcome back, Baguette. I hope you're doing well. Genuinely, the most he's popped off since the 19 Omega Lol 9. No, you're right. Beers are on chat tonight. Someone said, I can't remember who said it, but someone during the sale of LFI tickets said you should add an optional add-on to each ticket, which is just buy me a beer. And it doesn't do anything. It just adds an extra £5 to the ticket price so that I can buy myself a beer. And low-key, I still regret not doing that every single day because I think someone would have done. And that would have been able to get me a beer. And I would have gone, fuck. Now I'm thinking about the beer that I don't have. Fuck, buy me a coffee. It's buy me a beer. A beer is £5 now? A pint? Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's actually kind of close. At least in London, it's probably more than that. Going out on a Monday is actually insane. Hello? I don't have work. I don't have a job. I'm jobless. I'm self-employed. According to the tax man, I'm not unemployed. I'm self-employed. However, my work starts at 3 o'clock when I click the go live button. So everything's going to be okay. It's okay. You can still rug pull and use the LFI funds for booze. I don't think I can rug pull. That would be an exit scam. I don't think that this is an exit proposition. What's stopping you? The number in my bank account. I'd rather rug pull if it had 6 figures rather than 3, you know? Rug pulling my namesake event, bro. I know. Fulham coin? Hell no, bro. Hell no. Who's in MCSR is the best at zeros? I mean, probably like the instantly your brain goes to camo 6. But I would probably be assuming Loki or Dugile, probably. EDCR? Okay, maybe. Yeah, like, you might be right. I mean, Camo 6 is like the person that you think of when you think of Zero Cycles. But EDCR? Okay, then EDCR, sure. I trust the MCSR chatters there. Yes, EDCR is a teenager as far as I know. He's got the time to grind, basically. Camo made the whole guide on Zero Cycle for current. Yeah, I know. Camo was like an early, one of the earliest people to really crack zeros in my mind. I'm actually shocked at how young a lot of the coaches were. Really? I'm the fourth youngest. I'm 24. Like what? Silver is 22. Poundy's 25. Curry's 26. Kyle's 26. It's just Hacks and Infume that are like 18, 19. I don't know how old Booster is. 26 is so ancient. No, it's not. I think Infume's 19, yeah. Curry being 26 is not cooked, guys. He's not old. Boost was 29? No way. Oh, hell no. He 29? No shot. Bro, someone said that Infume's beard looked bad the other day, and I wanted to call him out. Oh, Miss Lauren Hill. Crank this shit up, please. What is Yowie? I think it translates to boy love. Three replies to that. I'm not even going to acknowledge them more than that. One time. Yowie or Yuri? Why not both? You know? Lock me up, bro. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? That's Aura. Is Fulham gay / serious? No, I'm not. Do you think Sunderland are going all the way? What a completely fucking left field question there. No. I would be shocked if they finish in the top, if they finish in Europe. I think they could stay around 11th, probably. Sunderland are not playing Europe next season. After installing Jiggle and Ninja Brain Bot and setting up the sensitivity, I still have trouble doing it pixel perfect. Either you need to toggle the jingle setting that says in... It's like keybinds tab, and then resizing customize. You click resizing customize. It says change cursor speed to 1 when measuring. Enable that, and then when you're measuring, turn your raw input off. Or alternatively, buy a mouse with a DPI toggle. I have a DPI toggle both on the top of my mouse, underneath my infinite scroll wheel, and on the side of the mouse, which is just there. So when I hold this button, my DPI changes from 800 to 100. So it goes 1/8 as fast, meaning that I should be able to line up the pixel basically within 5 or 10. DPI switch means you have to click less buttons. It's great also because it holds my... you can actually see... You can see the lights. This is my normal speed. When I hold it down, it goes down to this lower DPI. And it's already where my thumb lays naturally. So it's like really easy. I just grip it a bit harder. If you had to change one thing about the mid-offs, what would it be? I would like for next season to have 2 coaches for every 2 players. All good, Eggs. Good luck with runs. I have the DPI thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, just make sure you turn it back. So mine's got a DPI switch. It's a toggle. So it's when I hold, it goes down. And then when I let go, it goes back up. But if you use the button on the top, that would change it from to different speeds. So you would have to either click this before and then click it after. But this one is a toggle. Sorry, this one's like I have to hold it for it to move. And I like that a lot. I much prefer that to like a switch, basically. 1 coach per player? No. 2 coaches per team of 2 players. One's a button, one's a lever. Yeah, exactly. Is it illegal to rebind my DPI button on my glorious Model O to F3? No. I think there's some rule on like you're not allowed to have multiple keys do the same thing though. Like you can't have F3 on your mouse and on your keyboard. Like because using both is like a bit of an advantage. So you're meant to like unbind one. This is in my playlist. Hello? Wait. Ping the plug, bro.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. No! Okay. Oh, okay. No!
You're a proper brick, bro. Is there a tech that would allow casters to see the player's inventory? Not really. Crazy reference, Luna, and I get it. Altoid the type of guy to go to Greg's and ask for trapdoor thrice. Do we know why HBG used the word brick so much? I guess it just comes from the term brick for brains. And then we just shorten it to brick. Is backseating legal for a leaderboard run? Yeah. I already heard this song today. Bro, give me something different. Give me a different vibe. I want a different vibe on. Hold on. Who has the worst playlist? Bro, low-key, am I crazy in saying, like, Feinberg? Because he's just, like, it's just, like, every song ever? I can't say that, I don't think. I don't think Fein's is terrible. Thoughts on Brick Love? Yeah, that's going. That's going straight in my playlist. Brick Love. Genuine question, I'm kind of a bot. Are the games for MIDOFFS played prior to time? No, everything was live. Everything was live. It's okay, that's a sweet question. That is a sweet question. No, everything was done live. That's a valid question. If this stream isn't pre-recorded, put a shoe on your head. Wait, someone say that? Oh, wait, okay, fine. No, they're all done live. They were all 1v1s live. Do you ever use the elliptical in the back? Nope. I do not. I wonder if that's still a thing. I used to have a channel point reward that was 5 times 20 kilogram bicep curls as a channel point reward for like 20k. But then Lauren asked me for my dumbbells and she hasn't given them back and also hasn't used them. They're still just gathering dust under her bed and she's done nothing with them. And I kind of wanted them back, but I just don't have them. So the fan-made website needs to be a canon thing for future MIDOFFS. Yes, very true. W Bufferhead. Thank you, Bufferhead. Where do you sit when watching that TV in the back? I don't. I bought that TV and the speaker when my parents didn't move the entire gym in here. I used to have a sofa on that side, under there, and I used to have a sofa behind me, just here. I sold the sofa here so I can play my darts. Otherwise, there would have been a fucking sofa in the way. Do you have a TV license? I specifically don't, but the household does, yes. My mum pays for it. When did players choose to ban seeds? Did they write it in a Discord channel? Oh, yeah, we joined the pre-match call. If you watch any of the coaches, like the coach POVs, you'll see that, like, we'll join a call 5 minutes before and we'll talk through. Fuck's a TV license? You have to have a license to watch live TV in the UK. You have to pay a certain amount a year. It's a fucking scam. It's fucking stupid. But, yeah. Any live television. So you can watch like Netflix and shit, but yeah. Basically a TV tax. It's horrible. So stupid. Do you actually support Fulham? Nah, I just do it for the bit. Like I just thought, oh yeah, let me pick a team with like and like base myself around it and names on every social. Just to kind of for the love of the game. Oh, I said no stupid questions. I said I couldn't get mad at stupid questions. Yes, I support Fulham. I have done my entire life. Get a dodgy box, bro. Look. I'm not the one paying for the TV license. My mum does. I also don't watch that TV because I don't watch telly. But when I watch live sports, I watch live sports. So I have to have a TV license, you know? For all of my live sports subscriptions. Have you had any copyright issues with the football club? No. It's a place. It's like calling myself England. Like, am I going to get sued by the government? Like, no, I haven't. If I was to infringe on their copyright at all, if my Twitch name was perchance Fulham FC, probably I could get told, like, I could get sent a cease and desist. It's not. BBC does not have ads, indeed. No, it means that no question is stupid. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Favorite aromatic compound. The one that smells like apples. I can't remember what it's called, but that would be my favorite one because I really like apple flavored sweets. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure. Wait, hold on. We synthesized it in chemistry one time. Oh no, this is the banana and the pear one. I can't find it. Fuck. I'll find it, but whatever. Why were the copy paste chants so awful? I saw someone got the clip of me doing the your PB's 100 days. Your PB's 100 days. SB737. Your PB's 100 days. Into the is this your hardcore world? 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 I thought that was quite good, bro. I thought that was some good ones, man. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Is this your hardcore world's best of the event, bro? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's better than let's go, Max GG's. He will beat Sleepy, please. Yeah, like 5 up venting chance for a peak. You can't vent from there. You can't vent from there. Died in the Bastion. You can't vent from there. Yeah, no, that was good. What's your biggest takeaway from being a coach this season? Well, I had a curry one night as a takeaway, and a pizza. They were probably my biggest 2 takeaways. Sorry. My biggest takeaway is that I'm actually a really fucking good coach. I'm gonna brainstorm chants for LFI. Hell yeah. LFI Ultras, we letting off fucking smoke bombs in the back. Big flares, pyrotechnics from the crowd. Wait, we're going to crowdfund a TIFO. We're going to have LFI bouncing like this. That's actually going to be sick. We're going to have an Ultras section. Wait. The fucking Matt's going to bring a drum. Vuvuzela in the back. I mean, we basically have drums, right? Because everyone that comes to the Lewis Fulham Invitational gets these complimentary clap sticks as you enter. There's the package of them all there behind you, those red things. Obviously, when you blow them up with the little straw that it comes with a little straw. You pop it through that hole at the top, and then you kind of like just push it closed, and it like keeps the air in. And then you... It's loud enough. It's loud enough. It's loud enough. And all of the 140 people there will have a pair of these. Yay! No, last season I had both of my players in the loser semis. Same with Boostfa, but luckily one of our runners won and one of our runners lost each. So, did all the tickets sell out, bro? Yes, we've sold out 6 different times, but because I'm very liberal with refunds, someone refunded 3 tickets yesterday, so there are 2 tickets left now. Can you convince Ortho to put me in his suitcase so I can go to LFI? Ortho, please. Because if I sell another... Wait, hold on, wait. If I sell those 2 tickets to LFI tonight, should I buy more beers? Do you have a preference on pub? I'm going to say 7. 7. 7 sounds great. More soju? I need soju right now. GG. Oh, also, anyone in the UK right now? Any of my UK homies? I'm not going to open this while I'm on stream. But get yourself onto Amazon. They added a new thing in Amazon called Amazon Haul. HAUL. And today, I don't know how long it actually lasts for, but like, at least I know it's here today. You can use the code LUCKY10 and get £10 off, no minimum spend. So I just bought 2 new plugs and 2 new cables for my phone, and it cost £4. Like, actually, like, basically either free stuff. It might cost shipping, like, so, you know, and I'm not sponsored. This isn't like a sponsored thing. I just saw it. It's actually kind of tech. All of this shit is just drop shipped tat, but for things like cables or, you know, stuff like that, they've actually got, like the Anchor version of AirTags as well, which are pretty good if you've got iPhones. Pretty cool. ZSG, I can't even remember. Like, basically, it's a filter that gives you good Cs. Is USB-C becoming the standard there yet? I personally am like very 50-50 on it. I don't have any USB-C to USB-C cables, so I bought some. Yeah, you said it early, bro, GJ. JAI is not hitting, by the way, bro. We are not calling that shit the JAI, bro. Bro, we're 1 letter away from something very different there, okay? We're 1 letter away from something very different. We don't need that. What if it was just Altoid? Altaid, yeah. Why have I been sent a photo of Dylan's passport? That's cool. Oh no! Players. Jam, like the 1989 Technotronic hit, Pump Up the Jam, Pump It Up. Wow, what a beautiful... I also have a friend named Jay. I have 2 new emails. Wait, did we sell tickets? No. Wow. I don't remember why I sign up to that newsletter, and then Zach at TOS.gg. Yeah, I do actually need to read that newsletter later. Did you guys see my tweet on my alt today? Did you guys like my tweet? Your alt tweet was funny enough to get sent to me by someone else. Wait, maybe I made it. Maybe I actually made it. Maybe I made it, bro. Does the S in Fulham stand for sober? Yeah, it does. Wait. What if I... You know how, like, Mr. Beast sells chocolate, right? And Logan Paul sells Prime. And Will and E and James sell rods, like the coffee. Guys. What if I start a fucking booze brand? Fulham beer. Wait, it could hit though. I know there's a Sidemen vodka, right? What if I did the same thing? Considering. Alcohol for gamers. Wait, we do collabs with Red Bull. Learning. We are not cooking. I'd pay good money for a Lewis Fulham hard seltzer. Wait, yeah, wait, hold on. I fucking love hard seltzers, but they're not sweet enough. I could cook that. Wait. Hold on, we can cook this. What about like a Four Locos? Because that has energy in it, right? Doesn't it? Like a Four Locos has energy and it's a hard seltzer? No. My fault. That'd be funny, wouldn't it, guys? I'm not actually being serious, but... Wait! That's actually low-key sick, no? Do you guys remember that Tommy Innit skit where he did the vape plea? What if I did that, but I did it seriously? I start selling vapes. Oh. Yes. You know what? Fuck that. Let's just start selling fucking raw tobacco. Jokes. None of this is a real bit. None of this is real. I don't plan on making I mean, I actually think out of all the things that I'm known for, I either have to, if I was to make a Mr. Beast brand, it would be, I would either have to like white label poker chips or booze. Vape is not my demographic, no. What's your dream sponsor and your nightmare sponsor? I would love to be invited at like one. Okay, it's not really a dream sponsor, but I would love to be invited to a poker live stream. I think that's like one of my end game goals. It always has been. I'm not rich enough to play in one, but I'd love to play in a poker live stream, like like an actual one. I just think that'd be so sick. Because I actually care about poker and like it's something that I'm interested in. But like as a hobby, basically at the moment. So I'm but yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I don't know, like I know that 5UP has been to the Celebrity Poker Tour before. Like, that is like one of my peak jealousy goal things. I'm like, wow, I'm really envious of that. Like, I think that's so awesome. And then, what else? Thought your dream sponsor would be one of those crypto casinos? Nah, I can't take that money, bro. I don't think I can take... I wouldn't... I already spoke about all my gambling opinions. Like, I don't hate people that gamble. I think that gambling is inherently predatory, and the way that things are advertised are terrible. And I myself do advantage gambling. So I take money from casinos. Well, not casinos specifically, but sports books. And that makes me happy because it means that at the end of the year, they have slightly less profit to show for things, which is awesome. And that's all I can really say. I couldn't tell you, Sophia. But yeah, no, I've been to... I have a video about this on my second channel, !alt. I speak about... there's a video on there called Why Gambling is Bad, But I Won't Stop, which I think is a really cool clickbait title. And I talk about my experience with gambling and stuff and my opinions on things, and how I find it quite predatory, and also how I take money from sports books. I like that a lot. Hey, Doc. What's good, bro? I have a question. What's a speed run? It's a great question. It's where you do a thing fast in a video game, my friend. I mean, technically not always a video game, but I think it really originated with video gaming. Red or black? I'm a red guy, personally. 1821 corner. 2117 corner is usually my go-to. 7 Black Wolf. Is the no stupid questions over? No, you can ask away. All stupid questions are well and truly on the table. Do you ever play chess? No. I'm like 400 elo in chess. Which is crazy because I'm quite smart, but I'm fucking dire at chess. Do you have a pet? Nope, I don't. I used to have 2 cats. Can you teach me? I want to get sub 20 first PB. No. You can get sub 20 first PB. I'm not going to be the one teaching you, though. Thank God, because Fulham, how the fuck do I know when the dragon is perching? Well, it matters all about the nodes. So, around the end island, there are lots of invisible nodes that the dragon circles and targets, and then moves on to the next one. There are also 3 different stages of a dragon fight. It's either strafing, fireball, perch approach. We want the perch approach. And when we're noticing that the dragon goes into perch approach, it flies opposite of you and then snaps its head towards the center fountain. The snap is something that's quite visually obvious most of the time, not always. If the dragon was perhaps flying this way, like flying, let's say, towards you, but it was flying slightly off center, the snap's going to be very small. But the more you do it, the more you're going to notice. But that if you spend too long on one side of the island, it will perch the opposite side of the island. So, imagine the end island is this box that I have right here, okay? You spawn on the east side of the island here, and you run into the center. If you spend a long time running in, or you stop to craft, or you have to dig up an age, so it takes a very long time, the dragon can fly around on the opposite side and decide to perch in this direction, east-west. Bad. We don't like that. Hence, we need to run in and stand on the north or south side so that it goes opposite you and snaps in. You should be able to notice by the snap. That's the main thing. And then the further into the speedrunning you'll get, the more repetitions you have, you'll notice the phase before the snap. Like, you can see it approaching, and you'll go, okay, I'm pretty confident it's going to go in here. It locks on like a missile, I've been told. Yeah, that's not bad. What's your hair care routine? I can show you. So I wake up, and then I do that, and then that's it. That's my entire hair care routine. Cat or dog person? I'm a cat person. How many beers are we getting after LFI? Yes. So when she goes straight to the fountain, then she's perching. Yeah, it's more about when she locks onto the fountain. So she's gonna be flying like this and whatever. Do, 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 do. I feel like I'm the fucking the speed clip. She's like flying around, and it's the snap towards the fountain that you want to be looking for. She snaps in, and then starts flying down, and then, you know, doubles back, and then doubles back, and then doubles back, and then doubles back. Top 3 coaches in mid-offs. Silver, me, Curry. Silver, Curry, me. Probably in that order. Self-glaze. I don't even gaff, bro. W me. Hacks deserve some creds. I'll take myself out and put Hacks in. Take myself out and put Hacks in. Yeah, all of the coaches were good. All of the coaches were good. What's technically bad about the east-west? Literally, that the dragon's node is above the tower. So it has to circle the tower going all the way up before it can snap in. Best city in the UK? I just have to say London. Poundy got 3rd? Yeah, Poundy student got 3rd, yeah. And 16th, if you want to deep it, but yeah. Everyone did a good job. That's the point. There wasn't like really a significantly worst coach, best coach. My glasses prescription, -3.5, 3.25 in one eye, 4 in the other, I think, something like that. How much do streamers make from ads? I have averaged about 200 viewers a stream for the last 90 days, maybe. Which is crazy, by the way. Very, very grateful. You guys are absolutely cooking. I'm very, very grateful for the fact that I've actually been averaging really, really good viewers recently. Thank you so much. On like a 200-ish average day. Okay, Thursday the 16th of October. Let's have a look at that one. Thursday, 16th of October, I averaged 197 viewers from stream. And I earned $10 in ads.
It's
200 viewers for 2 hours, 49 minutes.
W-E.
Tweaked out the TTS. Hi, Green IKEA. Thank you very much for the tier 1. So yeah, what's that? $10 in nearly 3 hours for 200 viewers? So, not very much. What's your top earning stream? I mean, everything-a-thon, I guess. Because the stream was like 8 days long. That's insanely low. 200 viewers. I do 3 minutes of ads every 30 minutes. 200 viewers in 2 hours, 49 minutes. So I would have run 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 minutes worth of ads. 200 viewers. I do not have a job, no. How do I write a 4,000 word dissertation about parasocial relationships in streaming? I don't know, man. Maybe you can interview a guy when you see him in 2 weeks' time or something. That might be helpful. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, it was only 2.5 hours. That's what I mean. Or 2 hours 49, but that means I would have only had 5 ad breaks. Can we expect HBG highlights return? I don't run it. That's Biggest B. He can do it whenever he wants or whenever he wants. When can we onliners get LFI posters and will they be shipped EU or worldwide? I'll be attempting to do shipping to as many places as I can. Posters arrive on Thursday. I will show you what they look like when they show up, and I will hope to get the website up on the day, but that doesn't mean that the shipping is going to be particularly fast, okay? So you should be able to hopefully buy them on the day of LFI, but shipping might be 2 weeks later. It might even be after Christmas. I'll try and get them before Christmas, but just like it might take a month to ship them all out or whatever, you know? The extinction coefficient for carotene in 1 to 9 acetone to hexane at 450 nanometers is epsilon equals 0.2518 micrograms per milliliter to the power of -1 centimeters to the -1 for beta carotene concentrations from 0 to 3 micrograms per milliliter. Using the Beer-Lambert law, what is the B carotene concentration of a sample that has an absorbance of 0.608? I'm a big fan of beer law. What's the Beer-Lambert law? Oh, A equals epsilon BC. Okay, well that's actually not that hard. And we have the length of light at 450 nanometers. So it's going to be a direct... Absorbance is that. We have the epsilon, divide that there, and then we have the length of light, which is 450 nanometers, so divide that by 450 times 10 to the -9. So the concentrate, that can't be right. Microgram per mil? Oh, it's per centimeter. Oh, it's not even per nanometer. So it's not to the it's to the -7, not to the -9. That's still an insanely wrong answer. Absorbance 0.608 divided by 0.215. Yeah. Oh, is it something to do with the 1 to 9? Oh, no. Is it? Oh, I don't understand that bit. I have no idea. Nanometer is to the -9, right? So, and centimeter is to the -2. So it should be to the Nano is my... I'm sure Nano is 9. Nano's -9. So it's... Oh, it's not 450 to the -7, you doofus. It's to the fucking +7. No, we're multiplying. That's why. I'm stupid. Oh, wait. It might be. It's something stupid like 5... No, it can't be 5. It's 0.536858, question mark? I don't think you need to... We do definitely use the 450. It's multiplication division, but also it's centimeters to nanometers. And for some reason, my brain is not working. Oh, is there something to do like with the 1 to 9? Wait, 450 nanometers is just context? Well, what the fuck does B is the path length of the light through the solution? Oh, that's optical path length, not fucking... Yeah, we do need to use it. Oh, you assume path length is 1 centimeter. That's fucking stupid then. Why the fuck is that a thing? Lol. Well, it's just 2.41 then, right? That's actually so brick. Converts to 1 centimeter? Right, okay. My fault. Sorry, I'm not a chemist, guys. I never learnt the Beer-Lambert law. Absorption spectroscopy. Makes sense. LFI matches are BO3. Finals of BO5. And the show match will be a BO5 as well.
Bubble up with a Kerry Washington. That gonna be an enormous scandal.
Hypnotic, thank you for the tier 1.
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
How did you choose your major in school? I like maths and physics. So I said, what is maths and physics put together? Engineering, my teacher said. And I went, okay, I'll do that. Thank you for the 24 months.
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
Thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate you lots. Oh, Duck, that actually could be immensely helpful. I'll shout you if I need you. Thank you so much. Full hey. Skip. Are there any other academic weapons in MCSR? Yeah, a bunch. A lot of MCSR is very fucking smart. Ninja Brain is a genius. T-Wag has a PhD. Feinberg has a degree in stats. Hax is currently at a very good university in the UK for... I don't know if his major's public, so I won't say it. I know his uni isn't public, so I won't say that. But he's at a very good uni. And doing a cool course. It is public? Oh yeah, I think he's taking psych, right? Very cool. My dad was a head of department in psych. That's cool. This gave me a boost to finish my degree. Hell yeah. If you finish your degree, you can end up like one of us. Unemployed and playing Minecraft all day. Yay! How many people in chat are neurodivergent, do you think? Lots. Lots. Lewis Full, my question is, how do you do your laundry days? So, when I was at uni and I had to do laundry, like, more, I did it whereby whenever my laundry basket was full, I would shove more in until I couldn't fit any more in. And then I threw it on the floor. Well, I then if I was really lazy and not free, I'd just pile some on top. And then I'd spread them into 2 piles, just lights and darks. Lights being like whites and grays, darks being everything else, including colors. I had pods rather than liquid because they're easier. You get 1 pod for each laundry basket. I did 2 trips. Put the laundry pod in, tuck all of the clothes around the laundry pod, put them into the basket, drag them out to the laundry place, throw them in, go back. Second one, same thing. Boom. Try and get a time where no one else is there. So either like 1, 2 p.m. because people are actually at lectures and I'm not, or like 1, 2 a.m. because everyone else is asleep and I'm not. That was ideal for me. And then afterwards, if I do it a little bit earlier and it's not overflowing, then I can put both into one dryer cycle. 2 different washes can go into 1 dryer cycle, which is pretty cool. Are you British? No, I just put the accent on for fun. Is Fulham ND? I am not diagnosed, but I don't think that I am neurotypical, particularly. Fuck circuit laundry. Fuck circuit laundry, bro. No stupid questions? As in, that means that there's no such thing as a stupid question. You can ask anything. What the hell is circuit laundry? It's basically UK university laundromat service. Yes, we have to pay. Once the circuit laundry set on fire in my accommodation, bro, someone didn't clear out the lint tray. You gotta do that. Every time, there was always blue roll in our laundry room. So I'd grab that, like wrap my hand in it, scrape out the lint tray of the washing machine. It would come out, it's fucking thick like that. That's no wonder it set on fire. You know what I mean? Laundromat service? No, I'm just saying like the laundromat, the company that owns the laundry machines. It's not a fucking service. The lint tray. For real, bro. The lint tray is actually tech. Any edgy roamers in chat? Well, because LFI is going to be hosted at Bournemouth University, don't forget, you could have the free Wi-Fi of EduRoam. Crazy work. Crazy work. EduRoam's like global. I didn't even know it was global, bro. I actually can't believe we're nearly at 25k subs, by the way. Followers. What's your ideal meal deal setup? If I'm allowed to say discontinued products, then I would say Amazon Fresh prawn mayonnaise sandwich up until circa July 2025. Amazon Fresh large white Oreo protein bar and Emmy skinny or high protein cold coffee. Current best meal deal, Tesco chicken bacon lettuce, Maltesers, and either iced coffee or Pepsi Max. Is there a faster way to do lava housing than they did in the MIDOFFS? Yes. There are lava housing specific routes which avoid the lava. Pretty cool. They're so niche that I don't know them, but you can search up lava housing routes on YouTube and there will be some. Lava housing. It's in Curry's guide. Beautiful. Everything's in Curry's guide, bro. Is it valid that I had shots of tequila at 4 p.m. after college? Hell yeah. As long as you had a good day. No. Only medically. I believe it is medically legal. Not recreationally. Hopefully Zach Polanski gets in power, though. Thank you for the stream, Street Kush. How many people are in the UK now? I think that me being live with Pangy and Roz has increased the number of UK people in my audience, which is cool. It's actually awesome. This is an epic burger moment. What's the tournament format for LFI? Best of 3s and then best of 5 grand final. I don't believe we're gonna do seed pick bans. I think we're just gonna all of the seeds will be seed checked. Because at the moment referees are few and far between for the event. Because I kind of need someone there at the event. Meaning that I'm probably going to make the commentators who aren't commentating be the referees while they're not commentating. Current poll, United Kingdom. Yes, no. Yes, I'm United Kingdom. I'm from the UK. UK, but I only caught stream because I skipped my lecture today. As long as they're recorded, it's fine. What are some of the things that MCSR referees do? Input the seeds, make sure the players are ready, click the go button. Who was your prediction to win other than your students? Pangy, Masayoshi, Sleepy. Probably in that order. Hello, Only Chance. They're recorded. I had a 2-hour gap. Oh yeah, man. Screw that, bro. I'd be skipping that too. I actually skipped every lecture in my 4th year. I watched them all online. Unless I was in the building for a reason. I probably had like a less than 20% attendance to my lectures that year, because like I went to every class, every seminar, things like that, but specifically lectures where there's like 100 people in the room, I just didn't show up. First at 10, last at 5. Ugh. How didn't you get kicked? We just didn't have attendance checks. Attendance checks are so weird. Like, they just don't exist in the UK. Really. Unless you're doing a medical degree. Favorite physical constant? Ooh. Bro, 45% of you are UK? That's actually awesome. That's actually awesome, Burger. It totally depends on uni. Oh, really? Yeah, like, my degree is just entirely exam-based. You could just not show up. But I watched all the lectures just online. I was going to say planks. I was going to say planks, Ruth. I was going to say planks. I was actually going to say planks. I was actually going to say planks. Or... Is it like... Like, I like the concept of a spring constant because it's so stupid. I like that. And then, like, you know, like, you could be basic and go... I actually quite like... I like G as well because it's not really a constant. I just think it's quite cool that, like, we use it as one. When are you coaching Pangy again? Whenever he asks. I know he's doing Netherlands Creator SMP for a while, so. I meant little G. Big G's also cool. Boltzmann constant. So true. How many minutes has Jack Manifold logged? Probably... I'd want to posit in the region of 150 to 250. Yes, of course you are, Ruth. That's fair. I saw that and I didn't even want to... How were MIDOFFS new coaches picked? No hate to Master Explode, but yeah. MIDOFFS coaches were picked based on like who we thought would be good. We just recommended them to Tubbo. Opinion on Edinburgh Uni? I don't really have an opinion. I've never been to see it or anything, but it seems like a decent uni. I mean, most unis in the UK are pretty decent. Avogadro. Oh, it sounds like avocado. That's so true. That's a W choice. It's a Minecraft speedrunning Twitch chat. We all cringe sometimes. Very true. Bit full of itself is Edinburgh. Oh, I didn't know that. I've never tried. I've actually never been to Scotland. Pretty terrible. Pancakes or waffles? God, I love them both. No toppings? Oh my god. No toppings. Pancakes. With toppings, I think I go waffles. There was no coaching bracket. This season. We scrapped it because it was pointless. Silver would have won, if you care. Are UK uni acceptances only based on A levels? No. Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial, King's College, UCL, Durham all have pre-entrance exams that are separate, and the majority of those and some others, I think Manchester, I would also assume Sheffield, have some level of interviews beforehand as well. For me, I had to do the physics admissions test and then an interview, and from there I got accepted, and then from there you get given a certain number of grades that you have to achieve. Myself, I was told that I needed to get A star AA, and I did so. You still taking questions? I'm famously stupid about MCSR. You are welcome to ask anything. That is the beauty of today. This is an no such thing as a super question stream. And I did one after last MIDOFFS, and people were asking me this MIDOFFS, hey, can you do another one, please? Because I have questions about MCSR that I just don't understand. And the majority of the fucking questions have been like, what did you take for A-level? What did you, what's your favorite meal deal? I'm like, okay, that wasn't quite where I was going, but I'll answer them. I don't mind. Any decent tips on Pat? Everyone I know just says pass papers and get used to online calculator. Online calculator? What? I mean, I don't know what you mean by online calculator, but for the physics aptitude test for me, I, for 2 weeks, did 2 papers a day. I did every paper from 2003 to 2020. No, 2018. And then the one that I sat. That's it. I just did as many, like all of them. I just did all of them. That was it. That genuinely, for those 2 weeks, I was never that locked in ever again or before. I did more work for the physics aptitude test than for probably my like actual degree, like parts of the degree. Sorry, right. What's a respawn anchor? Yes. Respawn anchor is for respawning in the nether if you wish to do so. How are the seeds picked? Seeds are filtered using programs that dictate whether a certain structure is uncorrupted and within a certain distance from spawn. And then from there, we check the chests. They're all done with programs. And people with good PCs can volunteer their time to the ranked client every so often. And we found like 1.5 million overworlds and probably 2 million nethers. Redlime then developed a mod called Seed Fuse, I want to say, whereby you can now have different parts of a seed. So in vanilla Minecraft, you play if I type in seed 1, 2, 3, that means I get the overworld of 1, 2, 3, I get the nether of 1, 2, 3, the end of 1, 2, 3. But with seed fuse, I can have the overworld of seed 1, 2, 3, I can have the nether of seed 3, 2, 1, and the end of seed ABC. Like, they can all be separate, meaning if we have 1,000,000 good overworlds and 1,000,000 good nethers, we're talking we have 10 to the 12 total seeds, meaning that really we're never really going to have a problem ever again. Why is my Spotify suddenly playing on the Huawei P30? They aren't completely random like old speedruns. That's what ranked is for. Ranked has a filter. So because we use the mod that lets you race, there's a filter inbuilt in that. And there's just a big bank of seeds that we pull from. And there you go. I'm confused. Why did Sleepy get 0 fire res and SB got 1 RNG or... No, there was no RNG involved. Sleepy suffocated a gold block wrong, and the gold block went up to the top, and he missed 9 gold trades. And my presumption is either they were in those 9 gold trades, or he kept some gold in his inventory afterwards, meaning that he... Or like missed a trade. The Piglin trades will be the exact same in the exact same order for both of the runners, because they are based on the RNG seed. Again, going back to the seed fuse that Redline made, 4 different seeds that get inputted for every single Minecraft speedrun on MCSR ranked. Overworld seed, Nether seed, End seed, and RNG seed. That RNG seed is a very important one. That dictates the blaze drops and the other mob drops and piglin barters. How are dragon perch rates determined? We ensure that after 3 minutes, or at 3 minutes after entering the end, the dragon will perch. Beyond that, there's no real guarantee. There is a command that you can force the dragon to perch, and that's effectively what we do. We go, after 3 minutes, the command runs, it will go away, and then come back in and perch. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, it was good. Does doing half bow stop that force perch? No, it doesn't. It doesn't stop that force perch. But the way that a lot of the runners are doing half bow, whereby it takes them 40 seconds to start half bowing, it basically becomes pointless, which is why I've told my runners not to do that. If they're going to enter straight away and instantly start half bowing, and they actually get most of the crystals gone, between 5 and 8 crystals gone, then we'll be fine. I nearly said the forbidden words there. I really stopped myself. I'm actually really proud. That was actually goated. I actually pulled myself. I was like running towards the edge, like I pulled myself back. Sven, I think it's the latter. I don't think that end seeds have been filtered for. Is half bar a real tech, or is it just useless? I got asked this last time. T-Wag Dragon Fight. Oh my god, YouTube.com. I'm not even typing in YouTube. Give me a second. T-Wags Dragon Fight End Minecraft.
Hey everyone, this is part 1 of 2 of a speedrunner's guide to end fights, specifically for Minecraft Java version 1 understanding.
This is the distribution for total end fight time based on the different strategies that you can employ in the end. So, the total end fight time at the modal end fight time for north-south ground weight is here, which is the fastest. However, the mean time... you can notice with half bow, the distribution really sharply has a lower tail, whereas the north-south ground weight has a much higher distribution of longer end fights. I.e., the this is more of a high roll, whereas if you're going for the medium, you want to be going for like here. Sorry, the average, the best average. This obviously does not incorporate 0 cycles, which basically have a thing that goes up here and then down after about like 65 seconds. Like it's basically like your end fight will always take between 45 and 60 seconds, pretty much. Sample size on this? I don't know. Enough? Probably like 100,000.
Using a combination of models and in-game testing, this graph shows the statistics of different end fight strategies in terms of the total time of the end fight.
There you go. So it's probably just like extrapolated from like the inbuilt stuff. Hey Max. End fights? Yeah, we're talking about end fights. And we're explaining how the end fight system kind of works and why exactly we want to wait in different locations. And half bows and things like that. Like it's a little bit different. So like I'm a bit of a noob and I usually do half bow grounded, which is low-key brick, because half bow automat version is better, which is the yellow line. It's literally just saves you probably 10 seconds every time, which is the one where you build up from the pillar. You build up from the center fountain. In ranked, how is it determined 3-minute perch, by the way? Basically, at 180 seconds, there's just going to be a flat line, because you will have, like, it will perch after, like, at 180 seconds, if nothing else. I didn't choke. You did the right start. Yeah, you did. Like, yeah. I would say that you did the best. You did the best thing that you could there. You either should be just east-west ground weighting. Sorry, north-south ground weighting, which is the purple, or your automat half bowing. I personally don't think that Ninja Brain variation of half bow is great. I think the automat version is better. But yeah, this video is amazing. All of the stuff here is completely true. But it is outdated now. Like, the strategies and stuff are a little bit outdated.
The weighting strategy is the most popular in RSG, and for good reason. It's by far the easiest end fight style and gives the fastest high roll time. Going back to the two graphs from part 1, the weighting strategy, like the name applies, means the runner isn't taking down any end crystals, but just preps the 1 cycle setup and waits. This means the dragon is always at a static 1 out of 13 chance to perch at every decision point, and so the question becomes...
As you can see here, this is a really, really, really big, important graph, whereby the number of end crystals that you've destroyed increases your perch chance very, very well. So if I have only destroyed half of them, the perch chance increases from like a 7% to a 14%. But then if I go to like 8, we're talking it's like a 1 in 5 for every strafe. So that's why half bow is so powerful. And it's called half bow because basically if you're doing less than half of the crystals, it's not fucking worth it. Ninja Brain version means you pearl onto a tower like this. Does he show an example?
Ignoring the cages allows for newer techniques that can destroy the 8 exposed crystals in just 15 seconds. The second reason why we'd want to leave at least 1 crystal remaining is a strange mechanic that I actually skipped in part 1 of this guide because it very rarely matters. The dragon's normal phase mechanics actually very slightly change when the 10th crystal is destroyed. If there are anywhere from 1 to 10 crystals in the end, and the dragon decides to roll a normal phase, it will either decide on a string of 5 nodes through the center of the end, or it will pick a string of 2 nodes along the outside. The 2-node string along...
This ends up getting really dank, as you can see.
Half bow. Now let's look at some of the different variations. The first is the grounded half bow. This is similar to what we've seen before, as the runner does their best to take out the lowest crystals and any cages that may be on their path already, but leaving the higher out of reach crystals. It's the safest variation, but most difficult to hit the bow shots, so it ends up coming in at a respectable 2-minute 11 average, but not that impressive of a high roll time. Next up is my absolute personal favorite, the automat variation. Now, I'm sure lots of different runners have decided on, the best, most optimal positions to shoot a bow and arrow from, but automat developed this idea specifically and really popularized it within the last few months, so I think it's a fitting name. For this half bow idea, you build off of your one cycle setup by a few blocks to give yourself a nice vantage point. Take down the shorter crystals first, allow the dragon's breath to land, block up by one, and then take down the higher up crystals. It's actually surprisingly easy to get
Christmas
great
tree
accuracy from here,
variation,
and you can take down 8 crystals with 10 arrows pretty easily. And if you take down 8 crystals with just 8 arrows, you look like an absolute badass, let's be honest. You do need to be careful you don't get hit by the dragon, and you have to pay attention to how many fireballs are being shot. So I only built up about 10 blocks high in total and pearl to a north-south waiting position once I'm done shooting crystals. You also may want to build stairs instead of directly straight up, as the dragon's breath particles can be a bit annoying when you're one cycling, and your pillar could end up blocking some bed damage. Also, in previous versions, the dragon will get stuck on this build when it's perching, so
Gold 4-bed T-Wag.
the half bow automat variation comes in at a solid 155 average end fight with an impressive 109 high roll, coming pretty close to the north-south waiting fastest times, but with a way better 3-minute low roll if you do end up getting unlucky. I'd consider this strategy medium difficulty, and with some practice, I think it's definitely safe enough to use in an RSG PB pace run, and is my personal go-to end fight strategy. Better 3-minute close, some bad damage.
Hitboxes help because we want to be looking at... Oh, whoa.
Particles can be
In the with the dragon, we want to be looking at this small head hitbox, and we want to time our beds towards this guy. Sorry, I just sneezed. So, excuse me, sorry. So hitboxes are really important in the end because you're able to time exactly when to detonate your bed based on whether the dragon's head hitbox is above the bed or not. It turns into a rhythm game, basically, a one cycle. It's pretty much just a rhythm game. You time your clicks based on when the tiny head hitbox here is just above the bed.
When you're one cycling, and your pillar could end up blocking some bed.
So notice that the green hitbox is just actually just behind the bedrock pillar here, but this is a very good detonation.
Also,
and again, it was like, let's try and find the frame where he detonated it. Look at where the head hitbox is. This tiny head hitbox here, right above the bed, and we detonate, and it deals the most damage. That's optimal.
In previous versions, the dragon will get stuck on this build.
And so he did it in 4 beds, which is the lowest amount you can do it in. Kind of aura for the tutorial guide to give you the perfect tutorial, low key.
When it's perching, so fair warning. Right, with an impressive 109 high roll, coming pretty close to the north-south waiting fastest times, but with a way better.
And then this is the Ninja Brain version.
We're going to run and is my personal go-to end fight strategy. Lastly, we're going to go over the half bow Ninja Brain variation. Ninja Brain developed this idea a few months ago and just recently posted a video on it, but this is by far the riskiest and most aggressive variation. The basic idea is to pearl as quickly as possible to a hopefully tall enough north-south pillar and begin shooting crystals immediately. The further crystals are pretty challenging to hit, so this does take quite a lot of accuracy and practice, but once you get 8 crystals down, you're already in a perfect position to induce a north-south perch. The 2 risky time saves that you can use are number 1, skipping the one cycle prep in the center, as you have a great view on the dragon from up here to know exactly when it's perching, and pearling from above can actually get you to the middle very quickly. And number 2, the biggest time save, is shooting crystals before actually pillaring all the way up to about Y120. The safest idea is to pillar up above the dragon first and then shoot crystals so it can never run into you. But if you start shooting immediately, you get a considerable time save, but have to be very careful.
Oh, but yeah, you can get hit like that. That's why it's bad.
Now, because of how aggressive this strategy is, the half bow Ninja Brain variation gives the best average end fight time of any strategy, and in terms of high roll is amazingly only 3 seconds slower than the north-south ground weight. Even on...
There you go. But the point is, if we're east-west ground weighting and our low roll is completely capped at 3 minutes, then our average is actually probably much better than 239. Hence, that's why I told my students to wait on the ground rather than worrying about half bow. Ninja Brain's a guy. He's a former streamer, former speedrunner. Used to be like top 3 in the world. Yeah, that's why Ninja Brain Bot was developed by him. He coded it. I miss him too. Very clever guy. He's actually going out there. He's actually like curing cancer now. Like, not even trolling. He has a degree. He has a master's in engineering as well. Except he's using it to go and like save the world. And I'm using mine to stream in front of fucking 300 people in chat. Yup. Okay, thanks, Peter. The way you said I miss him. I do. I do. I do. I thought the title meant don't ask stupid questions. No, it's meant to be like no stupid questions. There are no stupid questions. I'll change the title ever so slightly. There you go. Is there a simple explanation on how it works, or is it dank coding? I can do a simple explanation real quick. I'm kind of goated. Okay, so let's assume that this is where the strongholds can spawn, okay? Ninja Brainbot divides this up into a bunch of really small chunks, okay? A bunch of our 16 by 16 blocks chunks. That's what this circle actually is. It's not actually a circle, it's a ring of a load of small squares, okay? Like this. This is our 0, 0. And this is like, I don't know, roughly 1,200 blocks out. And then this width is like another round about 1,600 blocks. This is just inbuilt in Minecraft. Where can the stronghold spawn? It can spawn in this ring. There are 3 of them. There are more rings further out. Like there's probably a ring up here, like this. But we usually don't even encounter this. So I'll just ignore it and talk about the first ring for now. When we throw an eye... Let's say we come out of the nether and we spawn here. We throw an eye from this location. We then accurately determine the exact angle which it goes. Okay, we've already seen how exact that is. You have to get into a boat. The reasons behind that I can make clear later. Get into a boat. You have to go perfect pixel accuracy with a super stretched resolution window. That means that you have a 3, with a more than 3 decimal place accuracy of our angle. Now, that means the angles in Minecraft are between let's say we spawn back in here, right? Yeah, we spawn at this point here. Our angles are between minus 180 to plus 180. That is what the angles are, as you guys have noticed probably when you're looking in the nether. It doesn't actually go like 0 to 360. It goes minus 180 to plus 180. That is because we use the bearing system in Minecraft such that everything is measured from directly north, I want to say, or is it directly south? It might actually be measured from directly south. But either way, everything is measured from one base point, meaning that we actually have a perfect angle as to where this eye is thrown. Let's actually say it is directed over this way, right? Like this. This means that we probably have like a minus 34.5. Let's just say it's that. And when we use our F3C, we copy our coordinates. And because of the boat, we actually know that our next 2 angles are probably like this, right? Let's just say that that's what our angle is. Minus 34.5321, right? From this, Ninja Brainbot then goes and gets every single chunk that this line overlaps, right? Every single chunk. Obviously, these are not drawn to scale. This ring is like 1,600 blocks wide, so there is genuinely like probably 250 chunks that your eyeball will cross, right? But let's say it's something like this, right? It then does trigonometry based on exactly your positional coordinates and the direct position of where it needs to overlap in a chunk. So now we're going to go to a new page. Our chunks look like this, okay? Let's actually make a box like so. This is what our chunk looks like, okay? Except let's pretend it's connected, right? 16 blocks by 16 blocks. These are 16 wide and 16 wide. If you throw an ender eye, it directly points to exactly 8-8 within that chunk. Or not quite the very middle, but it is basically the middle of the chunk. What we do is we zoom in to exactly where your eye will go, because to make a direct line, we need two things. Y equals mx plus b, right? The angle here is our m, is our gradient, and the b is our location. So by throwing our eye and using F3C, it copies exactly our location, which is the b, and our angle, which is the m. Meaning, we can draw a perfect line which intersects a bunch of different chunks. Now, let me zoom into, let's say, like, this chunk here. You can clearly see that pink line is going something along the lines of this, right? It crosses the chunk, but does it cross 8-8 in the chunk? No, it doesn't. So, Ninja Brainbot goes, well, it can't be that chunk then. It's not going to be that chunk. And we know that. So, we check our next chunk. Is this one going to go over 8-8? Not quite. And this is all depending on whether you pixel perfectly align your crosshair. Because let's say your line was like this, but actually you mismeasured and it was 2 pixels to the left. Because we're talking this distance could be 2,000 blocks. 1 pixel across a distance of 2,000 blocks could move our line significantly to like there. And maybe it does go directly through 8-8. And so maybe it was this chunk, but Ninja Brainbot has discarded it. That's how important those pixels are going to be. And when we get one that goes straight through our 8-8, just like this, then Ninja Brainbot goes, oh, it's going to be this one. It then goes and checks all of the other chunks as well, and determining, like, how far away this line is, right? Based on, like, confidence intervals. So it weighs your line, and rather than it being a straight line, it's actually a bunch of different bell curves, right? So here we can see, wow, okay, that's really good because it's right underneath the bell curve. We're probably going to give this like a 99.3% accuracy. However, if we were then to do this, and then we found another chunk, which it went through later, that also looked like that, right? Like this. So let's say, I don't know, we check this chunk, it goes straight through, but we check this chunk as well, it also goes straight through. Then maybe Ninja Brainbot then has to average it out. And that's why sometimes you'll get a 50%. This could be a 50% reading that it's 600 blocks away. Or maybe it's this one that looks really good, and then it's this one that looks really good. So it's either 50% that it's 100 blocks away, 50% it might be 2,000 blocks away. So the best thing that we do is we walk to the side of it and we throw a second eye, right? And with 2 lines, it basically will guaranteed give you a 100% accuracy. Oh, wow, look, they perfectly cross in this chunk. Cool, 100% that we're that far away. Is that clear? Hopefully that made enough sense. Now, can you explain axis, please? Axis is genuinely make a big triangle. Make a massive triangle. That's it. That is genuinely it. Ninja Brain's actually so goated. Yeah, because like that's the thing. Before we had genuine just calculators that go, okay, 1 eye, 2 eye triangle. Okay, it's there. But it doesn't always work. And this incorporates standard deviation, missed eyes, like small, like helpful hints. It's really, really good. At Fulham, why is Poundy Diamond when his times are so slow? Luck and not giving up. Why do people pearl in / run in for the 1 cycle instead of just waiting there? It's based on your distance from the end fountain is the likelihood of perch. So by standing further out, the dragon is more likely to perch. What is 1 in 8 and 8 in 9? Those are fractions, pink roses. So 1 in 8 means the sorry. 1 in 8 is Here, let's pull out the whiteboard again. This is our end island. On our end island, we have 10 pillars. There. Around the end island, there are also a bunch of these things called nodes that are scattered around the end a lot more methodically than this, but I'm just going to use this as an example. Who cares, right? Like, if you actually want to see what that looks like, it looks like this. No, hold on. Here we go. These are what the nodes look like. You can kind of see them in this video here. And pretty much the dragon will pick a set of nodes to travel between while strafing like this. And at the start of a speed run, the dragon will spawn like at Y 100 or something. Y something really high, basically. Spawns up really high at the top of the world. Maybe even like 110. I'm not even sure. And the nodes boil down to exactly 4 that they can choose from. Here, 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 and here. And from the start, 7/8 of the time, it will choose one of these 2 nodes to circle around. And 1/8 of the time, it will choose one of the straight ones to circle around. So that means 7/8 of the time, we take a 0 cycle around this tower, here, this tower, or this tower, which is the diagonal side. And 1/8 of the time, we will take a 0 cycle around one of these 2 towers. So that means that's the explanation of 1 in 8. Just a lot of links, tortilla, and QR codes. I'm not sure. Oh, 8 in 9 is actually just a fallacy of if you shoot out 1 crystal, it's more likely to punch. It's not actually true. It's not the case. It's just a thing that some of the community like joke about. It's just a joke, I believe. Carpus law, those who know. Yeah, like it's just one of those things that's like it's a those who know. Pseudoscience for real. Nodes are places that dragon circles around? Yes.
Once the dragon gets within 10 blocks, all that we mean by node is a specific air block the game has determined will dictate most of the dragon's motion. There are a preset list of these X and Z block positions for the nodes, and the Y height of the nodes are roughly 15 blocks above the highest solid block below it. 2 of these X and Z coordinates intersect with the obsidian pillars, specifically the east and west middle nodes.
You guys
these 2
notice
node heights
how
are much higher than the others.
You see how there are 2 nodes clearly that intersect directly with these 2 pillars? That means that if we were to stand on this side of the island, the dragon has to circle all the way up to reach that node at the top before perching. That's why we stand on the north or the south side of the island, so that then the dragon will perch from one of the lower down nodes. Is that how you zero? That's exactly how we zero.
The dragon is very simply designed to only ever travel towards a target block, satisfy a condition, and then leave. Target blocks can be created either by the player, at the center perch, or a node. We'll talk about the player and the perch later, but most of the dragon's flight is made up from the game choosing a string of nodes, and then creating a target block above each one of these nodes for the dragon to reach. The current string of nodes is highlighted by the mod, and the target block is shown in orange. The target blocks are chosen to be directly on the node or up to 20 blocks higher, with all positions in between being equally likely. This creates the appearance of randomness, as occasionally the dragon will need to spiral up or down to reach a target block. Once the dragon gets within 10 blocks of a target block, that condition is satisfied and the dragon moves on. The dragon can exist in multiple phases. We'll group some of them together to simplify and say the dragon has 3 main phases: normal, strafe, and perch. The visualizer mod shows the dragon being in normal phase when the string of nodes it needs to satisfy are colored white. When entering the end dimension, a new Ender Dragon is spawned high above, directly over the...
Do you see how when it spawns in, it's right above one of these nodes? One of these 4 nodes here. And it will always choose one of them. And the percentage weight is 7/8 for this one, and then 1/8 for these ones. So that's why we call it a 1 in 8 0, because 1 in every 8 dragons on average will choose the straight on pillars, whereas 7/8 will choose the diagonal. Oh my god, it's a clock. Lol. Okay, I probably missed a bunch of questions, but you can feel free to repeat them. Wait, I said I need to go to the pub at 7. It's 6:30. Oh my god, I'm playing football next Monday. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Okay, heading there. ASAP. Kiss. Right. How the fuck do I get there? I don't even know where that is. Bro. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, that's chill. How do I get there? 35 minutes? Well, I need to be there in 30. 30. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I should probably end stream. I'll take one more question then. Why does Pixel Perfect Eye Measure use boats? Because boats basically have this inbuilt wiggle in them. When you place a boat down in Minecraft, you'll see it kind of align itself with a certain thing. When you get into that boat, your mouse aligns with the boat. So that means that you are of one of a certain list of exact positions and directions where you're actually going to be looking. That is the main reason. And then, by us changing our Minecraft sensitivity, we make it such that every succinct movement of your mouse tries to align yourself with a pixel. So that means that if we do a measurement of F3C, we can actually, rather than dictate just the direct angle, we can dictate it down to the pixel. What happened to Max's Dragon during the second to last MIDOFFS game? Don't even remember what happened. I might be a brick. I might be a brick. I'm probably a brick. What the hell happened? Am I stupid? I'm probably stupid burger. Tubbo's live? Oh, yeah. He's doing stuff. Let's see. In this situation, he just got a bit unlucky. That's it, sadly. Jeez, wait, it perched as soon as SB's was done. Like, it stinks. It's just, this is what this talks about, right? So, because, I don't remember if Hax did half bow, but if he did, this is the thing that, this is the graph that matters here. He did not do half bow that well. He did not take out that many crystals, meaning that the perch chance per different phase of the dragon would not have been that high versus just waiting. And because he was standing so close to the fountain, it increased the chance of... it decreased the chance of the phase changing. He took 5 crystals. 5 crystals is where it starts to become worth it. So that's fine. That's fair. But yeah, it kind of just seems like an unlucky moment. Yeah, there's not too much speedrunning talk. To be fair, there are so many questions and things that people want to ask. I could just do like another one of these. I can do another like... I could do another no stupid questions tomorrow if you guys want. I don't mind. I quite like just yapping. Yapping's kind of fun. So yeah, we could do that again tomorrow. Same place, same time. If but I've got to go to the pub. So hop into the I'll be to the Discord so you know when I go live tomorrow. And I will probably be live around about the same time. I usually go live around 3 p.m. And yeah, I think that's it really, which is pretty cool. But yeah, welcome in all the new viewers. I will be actually doing speedruns at some point soon. But for now, if I'm helping to explain what it is that's going on, then I guess you'll probably enjoy more of my future streams anyway. So that's pretty smart, right? Like, if I explain what's happening, then you'll be more likely to enjoy watching in the future. That's how I'm thinking about it anyway. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm done here. I just heard that T-Wags is live, and given the fact that we just watched his video, why don't we raid into him? There we go. Let's go right into him. That's the plan. Can you explain the boat thing again? I got Adderall in the middle of it. I can't right now because I'm going out. I'm going to the pub. I need to be there in 25 minutes. It takes me half hour to get there, so I'm already late. But I will be live again tomorrow. I'll explain it again then. Pretty much, it aligns your angle with a perfect preset amount of angles, so you can accurately dictate the angle to more decimal places of where the eye goes. Anyway, none the less, let me click start raid. Please do join the Discord if you haven't already. I don't ping it very often. I just ping it when I go live. So that's very helpful for you guys to be in there. And we yap a lot in there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow. I can do some more no stupid questions. Before we go right into T-Wag, make sure you make the number go up by clicking the follow button. That really helps. I can't believe we're nearly at 25k. That's really cool. That actually feels like a really cool achievement to get to. So I'm hyped. Anyway, have a lovely rest of your day. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye, bye, bye.